Boom. All right. Let's drop it and get going immediately. Let's see what kind of horrific entities and how Mr. Adventurine kidnapped Ms. Robin and had her body trapped in here. Surely it's a good one.
Friend, my expression wasn't much better than yours when I first saw this.
Yeah,
Your eyes aren't deceiving you. It's her. The famous singer, Robin.
But you got a lot to explain to do. So is she dead or is she alive?
Well, first of all, can I just say that this had nothing to do with me?
Oh, okay, bro.
I'm just an unlucky bystander here. The family can testify for me. If you don't believe me, just ask anyone in the Bloodhound family. They hate me and they hate the IPC, so they'd never lie. This is not where the crime happened. What I showed you was a memory. The most basic light cone manifesting tech, authorized by the Garden of Recollection and owned by the IPC.
Lovely, bro.
Did you really
Basic
think
light
the
cone
Galaxy
tech.
Rangers were outsiders this whole time?
I mean,
Penacony has
kinda.
made a solemn commitment to protect the safety of anyone inside a family dream. Any person in distress will be forcibly awakened and safely returned to reality. What gives them the confidence to make such conclusive statements? Because behind this promise is the harmony. The family's Dreamweavers link up their minds together to construct an unbreakable defensive line.
Dreamweaver.
Breaking through this line of defense to create death in the dreamscape. Not even a memo keeper could do that without the family's permission.
So somebody's
Who could
quite
have
strong.
done it, friend? The only one is her. The girl who calls herself a Galaxy Ranger. An imposter. An unsought guest. An emanator who hides her true identity.
I mean, she would be the only one strong enough.
Ifrit's death was a foregone conclusion. And Robin? Her misfortune was staring right at her. Who will be the next to die?
Well, we already saw Firefly, bro. It's just one side of the story, bro. And he's not wrong. It is just one side. It's his side. But he's not wrong also. Someone is clearly capable of warping the dream. Now, who could be doing it? We saw Spark was able to create pockets of illusion.
It's fine.
The memo keep us able
Listen
to
to your
alter
gut.
dreams and
Building
memories.
trust always takes time. And I'm willing to wait.
What's his ability to
I
manipulate?
just hope you realize that wherever that legacy is concerned, covert plans are already underway throughout Penacony.
What's his stake and how did he get all
Everyone's
this
got their own
information?
agenda.
That's the real question I got.
Careful you don't get stuck on the wrong side. If I were you, I'd keep my distance from Acheron. After all, any schemes out in the open are always going to be better than a monster in the shadows.
I mean, if I was a hedging bet man, I would want a fucking emanator on my side.
Who's to say there isn't an even deeper conspiracy lurking beneath the surface?
Great, the memo keeper.
Memo Keeper, I think our little deal is finished.
Aventurine is telling the truth. This memory is a real one, and there's no sign of any distortion grafting on.
Okay, that's
the
good.
IPC is not the Garden, and there are real limits to what they can actually do. But you know all this. Friend, let's not beat around the bush here. The thing is, I want to reach out personally to team up with the Astral Express. I told you I'm just not interested in scrambling for the legacy. I just came to Penacony for work. I'm here to retrieve some lost property for the IPC, if you catch my drift. I'm talking ownership of this frontier prison. This has all become a bad
Great.
debt thanks
Well,
to
he
the
wants to own
cancer
this
of
place.
all worlds. The IPC has tried sitting down for negotiations time and again, but the family wouldn't even take our calls. You have no idea how difficult these people are to deal with. Put it
Family's
this
not
way.
very friendly now, is it?
They've hushed up the existence of death before, so they can definitely cover up any news about Robin's death. It'll just quietly float off like a bubble and pop. Nobody ever being the wiser. That's not fair, right? So then, friend, I need your help.
What exactly do you need, though? Got something on right now. Oh, I'm doing other stuff. Okay. So then I was like, that's a weird way to phrase that. What do you actually
I have
need?
but only one
Let's
goal.
humor him.
The family's front door is like a high wall, and to tear the whole thing down, I'll have to dig out a few chunks first. Once I find a weak point, the IPC will have plenty of means. Now we have our chance. So long as we can get to the truth behind her death, we can have justice for Robin.
Justice for
While
Robin.
also gaining a valuable bargaining chip for bringing the family to the table. Truly a once-in-a-blue-moon opportunity. I've been investigating and making lots of friends all over Penacony precisely for this very moment. This tragic news would be extremely bad for the family, so they'll be doing everything they can to stop it leaking, especially to the IPC. But I trust that there are still a few factions that remain exceptions, and that's why I need you all. The reputation of the Astral Express precedes you, and the Harmony will give you the fairest of appraisals.
Is that so?
You get to find out really what happened and seek justice, and I get to put it toward completing my mission for the IPC. It's what you call a win-win situation.
We're gonna force us to work with this son of a bitch, aren't they? We're taking advantage of the family and trust us. The Nameless would never associate with the IPC. Bro, I have an entire team dedicated to this type of
Don't
thing.
worry, just head back and talk things over with your companions.
We need to consult with them.
That navigator is really smart. She must understand the value of this deal. Look, here's my contact details. If you come to any conclusions, call me.
Do we already have his contact
Oh,
details?
and take this. A thorough investigation can always use a little more funding. Don't mention it.
Thanks.
So long, friend. I really am looking forward to uncovering the truth about death with everyone.
The truth about death.
Aventurine just sauntered off. He really doesn't mean to force it, but something still seems off.
He's too
What
nonchalant.
now? What are your plans?
Black Swan. What is she thinking?
You bet with him to get us out of there or to keep us safe.
On the surface,
50,000
this
credits,
doesn't
bro.
look
Thanks
like
for
a
the bonus.
bad deal for you. But Aventurine is a shrewd merchant whose scheme won't just be as simple as it appears to be.
Yeah, no shit.
He doesn't
Anyone can
know
fucking figure that
about
one
Miss
out.
Firefly yet. But, judging by your reaction, he may have noticed something going on, and deliberately shifted topics to the truth of death, to try and pull you in line with his way of thinking.
How do you know that?
That's quick thinking and very sound logic. Aventurine is no fool, and working with him definitely has its dangers.
Yeah, like standing against a fucking emanator. The Nameless cannot turn a blind eye to evil for Firefly's sake. Like it's safe since you're smarter, bro. If I toss a die and let it decide for me, honestly. But that plays into the idea that you don't control your fate. You let fate itself. Whatever. Playing it safe is smarter. If we can't fence it for too long, we'll literally be left on the wayside, cleaning up the mess.
Insofar as things are presently concerned,
Yeah.
yes. But what about the long term?
The Emanator hasn't given us any
Anyway,
help,
be careful
really.
out there. There's more than one way
The only
to
person helping
blaze
us
a trail.
investigate
In
is
a dark forest
adventuring.
beset by wolves, ensuring your own escape to safety should be your primary concern. As for the other questions,
Yeah, we shouldn't tie ourselves to a sinking ship. You Good question. Did Death kill her?
I'm not sure the two cases were committed by the same culprit, but that massive wound looked like its winged blade.
Oh, cool.
We've all witnessed it in action before. Plus, it seems unlikely that there would be two lethal entities loose in the dreamscape.
Yeah, who's running behind Acro?
Sorry, I can't answer that question. That ranger is shrouded in mystery. I'm afraid no one is capable of providing an answer. But without
No
a
one?
doubt, she is
Someone has
the
to know.
most special guest at this banquet. It's like Aventurine said just then. It's best to keep your distance
Most special
from
guest.
her.
Okay, so she is an emanator. I mean, we fucking know she is. Literally boot up the damn game and it gives you the entry for the fucking self-annihilator. Have you noticed anything unusual? Yeah, like the fucking illusionary clone girl. The illusionary masked fool who's been mucking up everything outside of this.
Two victims appearing one after the other in a very short time span, in and of itself, that's very unusual.
Not really,
Two
not if I'm a murderer.
possibilities.
Murderer.
The collapse of Penacony's dreamscape has started speeding up, making death extremely agitated and weakening the family's protections. Or everything has been planned out and executed by someone.
In a rapid fashion.
If someone has chosen these victims deliberately, first a smuggler, then a family celebrity, then this murderer's motives are worth thoroughly chewing over.
First a smuggler, then a family celebrity. Interesting. I hate myself. I thought Firefly died second. Unless the smuggler someone else? Oh, it's Firefly.
It's all happened so quickly, I can only make conjecture. After leaving here, go have a chat with your companions. I hope you can clarify the source of this confusion.
Speaking of companions, didn't you send all of us in and March 7th ended up somewhere completely different? Yeah, where are our teammates?
This way. It's a short walk. Don't get lost.
No, don't get lost. Considering you couldn't even get these motherfuckers in the same location. Blasted them to fucking hell. Scorched dogs. Is that a pinball? No, it's just a bell. Like a
This way.
trolley bell.
This is where we part ways. All of this is like a nightmare.
Oh, thank you. No shit.
Unfortunately, the remembrance doesn't lie. What we just saw is the reality that happened. And it won't fade from our minds just because we wake up. But follow your heart and don't be afraid. We all walk through this world casting shadows of different lengths. And ultimately, all we leave behind are precious memories. Hold on
sweet.
just a sec.
So you pull a
There
card
you
from
go.
our ear.
A
Thanks.
small parting gift. If one day you unfortunately fall into the deep waters of the memory zone and there's no memo keeper to join you, hopefully it can guide you on my behalf. I also pay great attention to the ways of the world. Just think of this as an apology from me for hiding something from you.
Oh, okay. Thanks. That's it. That's it.
Then, I've something private to take care of regarding that galaxy
No, well, she's not
ranger.
even gonna comment on
Let's
that.
leave things there, shall we? What fascinating memories will you bring for me next time we meet? I sincerely look forward to them.
Yeah, you go ahead and dance at that Galaxy Ranger. You'll learn your lesson real quick. I feel so antsy. Help. Jesus, bro. Yeah, Marge out here fucking panicking. Yeah, where are you? Well, she's like, I feel so antsy, bro. Help. She didn't say anything. Her last message was help, and everyone's like, whoa, calm down there, March. Bro, she could be fucking dead, bro. No one said you good. You know what happened to her. Oh, I guess her body would have popped up somewhere.
A family rep. Is Himiko okay?
Oh boy. Things are getting worse and worse. We haven't even begun, really. I mean, we have begun, but like, we've only essentially been investigating. This shit is getting worse. We've already lost a teammate. Every time we go in, we get separated.
So much has happened.
We're gonna get the fucking family blocking us.
I should take a moment to gather my thoughts and wait for everyone to arrive.
Good call, brother man. Some time ago. Oh, do we get to see March's perspective?
Better unsheath that blade now, Ranger.
Do you still dream, Hunter? Of those slain by your hand?
Oh, she better fuck this nigga up, bro.
It appears the outcome has already been determined.
We're still alive, as are you. We still have room to make a choice. Leave the music box behind, and then go.
Choice. The bloody trail of the destruction leaves no room for hesitation.
The Taurus Fire Demon. Even if you sacrifice your life for that Eon, you won't get special treatment.
Ranger, you tread the narrow path of the hunt. You could never understand. We come from the fire, and are born bathed in fire. We spread, burn, and destroy, until all the kindling is burned out and we leave only ashes on the ground. Burning forms the entire life of a fire demon, from the beginning to the end. We are born to die, just to put into practice a profile of another universal truth. All things are created for the destruction.
Your companions don't seem to think so. They fight for your chance at survival.
They are my children, and just as I was, they are flames that have yet to burn my heart. They're still young, and I don't blame them. But my flames are faint, and time is running out. Can you see the planet of festivities in the distance? I plan to bring Purgatory with me there, and before that, I must surpass you.
Why?
Because on the path they have forged, you have traveled farther than I have. Emanator.
Interesting path they forged. So we're getting more into the predestination part of
Cannot
aliens.
hide your true identity. Draw that sword, for we shall indeed remain here, bound to fight a decisive battle to the death, for I choose this.
Alright, this is him choosing his fate. Okay.
Destruction is intense, but brief. To cravenly cling to life is to endure an endlessly prolonged existence.
Nihilistic view, but
Even if the answer
Guess he
turns
falls
out
to
to be
his
your own
voice.
destruction.
What is important is not the answer, but that it exists, just as you exist. Everything exists to be destroyed. Emanators are no different. Just as even sweet dreams may be born of the void, the so-called impossible is merely something that is yet to happen.
All right. I accept.
You shall witness
The color scheme is very close to the actual like destruction.
intense fire in existence.
The purple black.
May this flame illuminate the farthest reaches of your bottomless dream.
A bottomless dream. Yes, that's right. But you've made one small mistake. This blade remains in its scabbard not out of pity or scorn. It's a personal secret that I don't want to disclose, but perhaps out of reciprocity.
Her hand's always on the
I'll
damn
reveal
hilt
the
this way.
truth to you. The hunt is not the path I truly follow. May death be the end of your boundless dream, guiding you back to the waking world. I still see them in my dreams. Hold it. Your time hasn't come yet.
Damn, bro, she's like, I ain't about to kill you.
Time.
I've seen many clever disguises that can conceal appearances, but they can never cover up who a person really is. And you're no different. You had no desire to kill the Trailblazer. You only did what you did to drive me and the Memo Keeper away, but why?
Interesting. She doesn't draw her blade unless there are
Did
times to
Destiny's
come.
slave make you do it?
You know, Elio.
But she wouldn't draw her blade for
This is just the
Firefly.
kind of thing that'd get written into your script.
My script has always been brief. Other than that, anything beyond that is unnecessary. He knows my nature. There is but a single destiny from which no one can escape. And until then, I hold the privilege of choice. However, you appear to be ignorant of this, so it's time for me to inquire. Who exactly are you?
Not your enemy, perhaps.
That's not what I asked.
That's not that you're not gonna get an
I'll
answer.
deserve your curiosity. Loners wandering the cosmos always have their secrets. Take me. I'm wanted by the IPC, so it's little wonder that I know something about the Stellaron Hunters. That's all.
Interesting.
Maybe I can help.
What reason would you have for doing that?
I tend to forget things. Which is why, rather than memories, I'm accustomed to using my emotions to capture what I normally wouldn't otherwise. So, I know who is inside that cold armor. How about it? Ready to take off that armor and sit down for a talk?
It's not yet time.
Not yet
I
time.
don't need help.
That sounds fucked. What the
But I
hell?
can give you a suggestion that would make things better for you and me. If your goal is the Watchmaker's legacy, then go look into the family. Not only are they covering up the existence of death, but they're burying the past and the truth about what happens
inside the dreamscape.
But I guess this place is really a
Already
great
on
dream.
it.
And the Astral Express is no enemy of yours.
Yeah, I'm curious to learn too.
I know that. I just never expected to hear you say it. What's next then? The Trailblazer's been taken by Black Swan. Will you go look for him?
No need for that. No harm in mentioning that Elio's only given me one instruction. Get all of the Astral Express to track down the Grand Legacy. I
Interesting.
tried settling this in an easier and more direct way. But as you can see, here I am, confronting you. I failed.
Easier and direct way? I wonder what that could be.
The so-called impossible is merely something that has yet to happen. That's it. Before we split, can I ask you one more thing? Is there anything else in your script about me? I'd like to know what kind of footnote I get to leave in that future foreseen by destiny.
Why should I say you weren't in the script?
Unfortunately, not a thing came up.
Nothing about her, huh?
I knew it.
Hang on. I don't.
Don't. What?
Your first question was, do you still have dreams about everyone who died because of you? I don't. Never have.
Never dreamed of them, huh?
I was born without the ability to dream. I live for this cold, harsh reality. For a little light. And to burn. To keep on burning. Until I turn to ash. So, I really envy you.
Is that so? Then you're already living in the waking world.
Ugh. I want to know what her goal is. She's now she's got a goal to fucking shake down the Grand, whatever the fuck. What was her goal
We
previous?
heard about Miss
Why
Firefly
is she here?
from Black Swan,
Maybe she doesn't even know.
but we never expected Miss Robin to.
Yeah, she's fucking dead.
I'm sorry that I couldn't be with you then.
Shit, none of you motherfuckers. can do it.
Reality cruises on in serenity, while undercurrents bubble up from the dreamscape. Just like that memo keeper said. Stay strong, everyone. We can still do what we can for them. Starting with finding the murderer.
Let's
Easier said than
recap
done.
everything then. The Trailblazer just reminded me of something. Marge, do you remember what that family rep who negotiated with us said?
Indeed, we trust that the Nameless has nothing to do with this. And we also beg each of you
Oh,
to help
cool.
assist the family in
We trust that
verifying the
we're here from
identity
there.
of the deceased. That's how it was put, in reference to Miss Firefly.
Looking back, he seemed a little evasive at the time. And he also failed to mention anything about the earlier murder, too.
The
Yeah.
family's
Maybe
planning
he
on
fucking didn't
covering
know.
up all news about Miss Robin's death.
That's
If
doubtful
news
they had
gets
to.
out, Penacony is going to turn into a bloodbath.
Hey,
But
that'd be
the
pretty
murder
cool.
that followed closely after was obviously beyond their anticipation. The family had to try and turn things to their advantage by bringing in reinforcements from outside. The Charmony Festival is nearly here. They must be snowed under.
It may also be that Miss Firefly's murder had so many witnesses that it couldn't be covered up. So they went with the flow and let more people on the scene to control the situation. After all, the nature of the
Robin's
two
murder wasn't
murders is
seen
fundamentally
by the
different.
time.
The family's first protective measure should be against malicious actors among the guests, such as that IPC envoy.
Speaking of which, he's the... Oh, nice. He really is up to no good. Eventually he's on guard against Acheron, but Acheron is, apparently, according to Destiny's slave, so Elio wants the Stellaron Hunters to help us seek the Grand Legacy, or wants us to seek the Grand Legacy. He seems very interested in the Astral Express crew. This makes me think, I wonder if Elio is a trailblazer, or like one of a follower of Machiavelli. He seems to be a Destiny's slave, and we're on our own tracks, literally, heading towards different locations. So now we have Acheron, who's not a threat to us, apparently, thanks to Sam. Then there's Adventurine, who is the only person who has a ulterior goal. His isn't to find the grand dream, and like the secret of the dreamscape. His is to get control of this place for the IPC. Everyone else is to find out what the secret is of this place. He's the only one set up with an antagonistical goal. Even Sparkle didn't want to help. And we don't know what her goal is either. Her goal is probably just to fuck around the tavern. And we don't know what the Memo Keeper's main goal is either. Just to see exciting memories. Everyone might be more simplistic than we think.
Indeed. He was particularly concerned about that Galaxy Ranger.
Yes, he was.
Are we missing the forest for the trees here? I always felt that Aventurine's reasons for accusing Miss Acheron were highly subtle. Can we believe him?
At this point, I'm afraid the only ones we can trust are ourselves.
Honestly, I mean, not
Look,
wrong.
Let's try to gather intel first and then list all the possible outcomes we can. Then we go through them, eliminating contradictions one by one.
Honestly.
The fewer facts remaining, the closer we are to the truth. I've still got this sense of foreboding. It's like we're stuck in a whirlpool, spinning around that legacy even after everything that's happened.
This time we're playing the role of a real detective. But before we start, what are we going to say to the family and Aventurine?
As
Nothing.
I see things, the family harbors no ill will towards the Astral Express. If they didn't trust the crew, they wouldn't have casually commissioned outsiders to investigate a case that's, in all likelihood, a scandal. Plus,
True.
this is the family's turf. Teaming up with them should make things easier for us in the future.
Not if they're
As
trying to
for
hide something.
Aventurine, well, I'd like to hear your thoughts.
He's complex. He deliberately slow-played his hand during negotiations while running circles around us all the while. He appealed convincingly to both reason and emotion. It wasn't forced, but the intent was obvious.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Still, it's good to have contacts among all this uncertainty. Adventurine showed his skills, and as far as our interests are aligned, he can become a reliable ally.
Can he though?
We also need to keep a certain distance from the family. Never let them get too close. Teaming up with the IPC helps balance that out. If either side makes a move, we have the option to pull out.
So, you suggest accepting Aventurine's proposal to team up?
Yes.
Black Swan is right.
It's risky, but we can only wait until both sides have played their cards before making any further
Thank you,
judgments.
Herschel of Intelligence. What the fuck he was the Herschel
I
of?
get why, but there's a whole lot of bad guys and girls around here, and I'm worried about getting stabbed in the back. He's been bullied a few times now, and I can't stand it anymore.
Can't stand to see me bullied? Thanks, March. I'm fine. I got a lot of... No, let's focus on the big picture, March. I'll be fine.
You're like a broken record.
No, I'm the one focused this March.
Forget about it. Just let me keep an eye on him. If that doesn't work, we can just turn the tables and use him instead.
That's a lot harder than you
Could
think.
you please reply to Aventurine? Everyone, take this time to put together your thoughts.
Now we have to get aggressive with this dude too. Fine. Astro Express will work with you for now. Let's see how this is gonna turn out. 100,000 credits. Thanks, boss. $200,000, huh? He knows how to throw money around to keep someone interested. Play on someone's greed. Remember, greed makes you malleable, makes you weak, predictable.
Looks like Aventurine is happy with this outcome. Let's tell everyone about it.
Oh yeah, his gates can reach every corner of the Dark Realm with his dream. Interesting. Let's talk to Miss Himiko about it.
Aventurine's goal is to try and recapture Penacony for IPC. To do this, he'll have to bring down the family in its entirety to create a big enough chance.
That's definitely a scandal.
The existence of death will be covered up by the family. So how does he plan on taking them down? It's gotta be something important enough that everyone will notice.
Expose the existence
But
of death.
it also can't be anything too out
No,
of
he
the
can't do death because that will ruin this place. Maybe he'll go for the family themselves.
He's definitely going for the family, and it's just a matter of how. The harmony is
What?
strong in Penacony, and almost impossible to take on head to head.
I mean,
The fact that
he's
the
shown he's able to
IPC
subterfuge.
dispatched Aventurine shows that they do not intend to simply play by the book here.
Yeah, they wanted a subterfuge operative. Not negotiations, not a play-by-play, but not a show of force either. So they want this place to collapse and sweep in. But it can't be something outright, which I feel like that's what's going to happen. We are going to expose death and destroy the dream somehow. This place is going to be fucked. And he won't be able to... It won't cause him directly to fail, but it absolutely will fuck up his plans.
An attack on the hotel guests? Unlikely. Penacony's guests include quite a few bigwigs known throughout the whole cosmos. People who not even the IPC would dare take lightly. Aventurine is a shrewd merchant, and there's no way he doesn't know that.
Not unless he's going to make the family seem like the ones who take the targets out.
Aventurine has devoted considerable attention to her. But this Galaxy Ranger, we know hardly anything about her, and can't rush to any conclusions.
It could be a powerful weapon. An emanator shows up and just fucks up this entire place. How about us? We could be a weapon.
I was also considering this possibility. Especially because he respects you so much, and has sought you out before a few times.
Yeah, respect us.
Perhaps he's also unsure of your intentions and is probing you.
Maybe he sees us as a problem solver like himself, and we can just fuck up his plans.
I'm just speculating. In any case, we have to be careful when handling Aventurine. He's skilled at reading people and discerning the right moment to strike. Also, he's clearly a born gambler if he's willing to go all in to win.
Yeah, bro. He's like 90% of the damn player base. But in that case, he's just like me for real.
Aventurine said something that concerns me.
Oh, now he says
He
something that
accused
concerns
that Galaxy Ranger of killing Robin without any evidence whatsoever.
True.
But said nothing about her connection to that memory zone meme or why he was stalking you. It was a
Yeah, we didn't
groundless
probe it. We didn't
accusation,
push him on it either.
which only serves to make him seem more suspicious.
He's bluffing. He is bluffing. Absolutely, he's bluffing. I think he's betting on hedging us against Acheron, because Acheron is the only thing that isn't a constant that he can handle. He doesn't know anything about her. She's an actual, like, wrench in the plan. She's probably the only one that, in a sense, isn't fated. If Elio has a script, she's not in it. If fucking everything's destined to destroy it, she's not in it. If he's a gambling man and, say, the family is black and we're playing roulette and we're red, fucking, he's going for green. He's going for 0. That roulette wheel spins, Acheron is the fucking roulette dice flying out. Acheron is a drunk person falling onto the table, collapsing. You see what I mean? She's a completely like outside entity that wasn't factored into the equation. Think of what's far wrong. There's like, I didn't calculate that aliens would land on a planet to solve our problems. Yeah, who the fucking calculate for that?
Maybe Aventurine's goal was never to gain our trust. Maybe he wanted to foster a feeling of enmity towards Acheron and make the situation more volatile.
What did I say?
Birds, one stone.
Literally called it out.
However, I asked Don Hung back on the Express to confirm that story about the Annihilation Gang and the lost messages. It wasn't something that Aventurine made up out of thin air.
You really did body those fuckers.
You've met her many times now. What's your impression of Miss Acheron?
She's a sweet, gentle woman, mysterious woman, powerful. Weird, I can't say mysterious. Right, she fucked up our mind. We can't talk about her. Wait, that makes me think. Was it her when we first met? She does not seem like the type to have the power. She said, right, even if you want to say something about me, you can't.
That fits the stereotype of a Galaxy Ranger to a T. They're eccentric, unpredictable, and fond of being alone. No wonder she's a suspect.
I forgot about that. We can't say anything about her. Damn, Mark, what'd you do out here staring at the fucking, Give me that, bro. This sticker was not here.
I hope it's not too soon to bring it up, but I feel like Miss Robin isn't actually dead.
She probably
but
isn't,
that
March.
she's still alive and well. Somewhere. But everything's just some horrible prank. Because...
The prank, bro.
Aren't we supposed to be inside a dream? How could someone die in a beautiful dreamscape like this?
It's kind of the point.
Shouldn't only good things happen here?
You sound like the damn people who, see exactly the reason the family doesn't want this to come out.
Theater, I just can't stop all these thoughts from flooding my head.
We'll restore the dreams back to normal. We won't restore shit.
Yeah, of course. At times like this, we're so lucky to have our crew. The family and the IPC. Everyone has their own plans going on.
We got our own plans now, too.
Everyone's still having a great time out there on the streets. Nobody knows what's happened. It's all so unreal. As if Firefly, Miss Robin, and us we're all outsiders from another world.
I mean, we literally are.
Aw, what a mess. I
We're the
really want a nice
nightmare
cool
in everyone's
drink of
dreamland.
soda to help me calm down. But then I'd be just like everyone else out on the streets.
Yep. Listen, March, why do we dream?
Looks like
We're
Aventurine
afraid
doesn't
of
need
waking
anything
up.
else. Let's turn our attention to the family's assignment for now. Himiko, what do you think?
Among our current clues, the two murders that he witnessed are the most directly connected. I suggest starting here.
I mean, you only saw one.
thing
We
I'm
still don't know how
curious
Robin got
about
bodied.
is, if a person dies in a dream, what happens to them in real life? Seeing as we're at the family's behest, why not pop back out to reality and verify Miss Firefly's situation back at the hotel? Perhaps we could also make a few inquiries about her while out there.
How about we split off into two groups? There are still some things worth focusing on inside the dreamscape. I'll investigate those, and we can link up again later.
Last time we split up, you motherfuckers got
Worth
sent to like the Shadow
focusing
Room.
on? Oh. No problem. I'll leave it to you then.
Huh? Aw, I thought I'd finally get to see Himiko and Mr. Yang go out on a mission together.
You watch
Oh,
these
well.
motherfuckers body everyone.
Take care then, Mr. Yang.
I will. Keep in touch.
They're sending this nigga after Acheron, bro. We're sending a Herschel after an Emanator. Yeah, this shit's about to be We're about to see some shit, bro.
Honored guest, could you come out for a second?
Bruh. That was quick.
I'd be embarrassed too, getting stared at like that.
Forgive me. My name is Welt Yang. I'm one of the crew members on the Astral Express. I believe you've met my colleagues.
Well,
Is there something about my name?
Yeah, you got a whole universe backing your shit, nigga.
first, don't you want to know my name?
Couldn't care less.
I already do, Miss Acheron. You're a prominent figure in Penacony.
What are they saying about me?
Some claim that you're the real culprit behind these murders, that the Annihilation Gang's tragic fate at the banquet was a result of your blade, and that you're now attempting to unleash another bloodbath on Penacony.
The Annihilation Gang.
Ifrit of Everflame Mansion.
Tragic fate. That Duke turned his dying body to flames and sacrificed his life as a martyr. He was a determined and heroic pathstrider. Not even a villain should be disparaged like this.
Pathfinder after the destruction,
What's more,
that
there were
is.
plenty of suspects invited. Do they really think that a blade is more dangerous than that black hole you're wielding?
Keen intuition. Not even the family managed to point out the truth behind this cane. So you must surely know, Miss Acheron, that peering into a black hole is not a wise move. As a potential threat, your knowledge of us has reached uncomfortable depths. Reveal your true identity and intentions. Otherwise, brace yourself for gravitational disintegration.
Damn, but we pulled out the Herschel
Shouldn't be
status.
necessary. But if it makes the Nameless feel less defensive, I'll be happy to abide. Believe it or not, Galaxy Ranger, Acheron. Those are the names I go by to this very day.
You get the name
My
Acheron, to be
trip to
honest.
Penacony is solely to fulfill an old, final request.
Oh, okay, so we get to find out her goal.
I'm here for the Watchmaker's legacy.
Okay, so she's here for it too.
And
Great,
that's
fucking
it.
great.
I think I've been honest enough.
Damn.
Still unwilling to reveal your true identity?
She revealed that these
It's
aren't
not
her
that I don't want
identities.
to. It's just that I can't. I've come so far, and I can't sum up all of that in just a few words. Everyone has their own unspeakable past. Secrets that they don't want to be revealed.
Why's our audio so low?
And I won't be asking any more questions, such as why the Astral Express is roaming around the cosmos with a Stellaron on board. Is he okay? That memo keeper didn't do anything, right?
He's fine. Let's stick with the topic. Gaining my trust all depends on how much you're willing to reveal.
Alright, so she knows he's a Herschel, and she knows that I'm a
I've run around
Stellaron.
many different Penacony dreamscapes just to try and find that legacy. And during this period, I came into contact with quite a few guests. In the process, I gradually came to realize the secret of Penacony may be closely related to the Trailblaze. That's why I've come to ask for your help.
We're still looking for the
I
missing
don't have enough
trailblazers.
proof yet, but
That's
I'd
what we're
like
here
to
for.
speculate something. The source of all tragedy lies within the family. If you could trust me, we could find the proof to support this claim together. Mr. Yang, I think you've come to the same conclusion, haven't you?
Let's leave it at that. For now, I'll choose to believe that you bear no hostility. Share your findings with me and me alone. I don't want vague conjecture to interfere with other people's judgments before we find solid proof.
Mm-hmm. By the way, would you like something to drink? Before we go, how about 2 cups of Wake the Heck Up? No, 4 cups.
4 cups.
Because the conversation coming up will last forever.
Alright, so Welt and Acheron. Motherfucker's got us some allies now. Thank you, Mr. Well.
I've been watching her closely for a while now, and the first invitation was in the banquet hall of the hotel. She just sat in one corner, keeping silent, chugging down a couple cups of Wake the Heck Up. I told her it's a pungent, bitter beverage, not the taste of sweet dreams. Only for people allergic to Soul Glad. And she said,
Really? But I don't taste any difference at all between them.
the guest rooms are charmingly minimalist. An aesthetic you share, Miss Acheron. It's a cinch. This music box. The invitation received by the Annihilation Gang.
It's more
There are
like
latent
singed.
memories that linger on it yet. You see, memories of you are not yours alone. They travel in other people, other things. I know much, and I can predict even more. With some help, the dead can be made to speak.
Interesting. That's just, she's gonna do her
The
own probative
Annihilation
attack.
Gang, that band of desperados who all disappeared after meeting you. What exactly happened to them? Well, let me reveal all.
Yeah, all our questions being answered instantly. I kind of like that. Very much using that biblical now.
12. Dreamscape 12. Father, I dedicate this to you.
Well done, Dubra. Wherever they go, shall be met by annihilation.
There it is. It's hazy, but it's Ifrit's voice. The other one is probably his progeny.
Oh yeah, one of the what
This
fucking
is the
like,
residual
5?
memory from when the invitation was first delivered. They were abruptly interrupted. Then, what happened next is...
Interesting. So they acquired invitations legitimately, and then immediately were attacked, probably.
We sought refuge in a land of sleep, merely wishing for undisturbed rest, away from the storms. Children of the flame, this marks your rite of passage.
She won't be necessary. I alone am enough.
When have thou, on the path of destruction, feared death?
Ooh, I recognize that voice. It's
The Everflame Mansion has set out on a journey.
no, he doesn't lead
Those
fucking
poor
Walking
people,
Dead.
they have no idea what lies in wait ahead of them. Memory recovery is going well, but slowly. She'll be here soon, and time is short. There's nobody else here, so there's no need to be delicate. In fact, I think I'd better go all out.
Don't peer too deep
What
yet.
happened? The memory after that is blank. How is that possible? This music box fell into Acheron's hands, and she brought it to Penacony. That's a fact, and that's how it should have gone. But along the way... it's like it's been erased. Who's done this?
Bruh. The memories are already erased. That's not something. That's not something you want to hear when you're peering into memories.
It's... no. Is this not a memory?
Oh, a memo keeper. Do you serve the Garden of Recollection? Or the Cremators? My name is Constance. A pleasure to meet you. We were supposed to meet in Penacony and spend an unforgettable time together.
That's fucking. Imagine peering into memories and then hitting into someone
Unrealistic.
watching you.
Dahlia's not welcome on the banquet star, and I don't need a coming-of-age ceremony. And you, I know what you're looking for. Want her secret? I can give it to you, and then you can enjoy the banquet for me.
That's a terrible deal to make, Memo Keeper.
I wish you unforgettable memories.
That doesn't sound good.
A phone. Wanna listen in?
Bruh. This is all sorts of fuckery. So the Annihilation Gang is paying attention. Look, the place is adventuring.
A few days ago, the IPC made an announcement. Under the watchful guidance of the Marketing Development Department, and in accordance with the Interstellar Peace Charter, the independent Sigonian sovereignty has hereby been established, and shall take a legislative seat at the Interstellar Congress.
So he is. So he is Sigonian, okay.
Of the Sigonian sovereignty is of
Stupid
great
fucking wiki
historical
lists him as an
significance to the
abject.
Sigonia
Even though
system. This
Sparkle
move
calls him
puts an
out.
end to the planet's long and bloody history, turning the sensational Kataka-Avgin extinction event into a distant memory.
Sigonia 4 is located in an unclaimed zone at the intersection of the Denise, Prothean, and Dorneau star clusters. The planet's surface environment is known for being extremely harsh, constantly faced with the threat of impact from small-scale celestial objects.
Jesus Christ, they're like a fucking small moon
This
doll.
is
you know?
why very few intelligent species have made this planet their home, dividing themselves into several tribes to eke out nomad lifestyles as they struggle to survive the arid desert wilderness. They have developed their own folk beliefs that are independent of the Eon belief system.
Yeah, there you go. That explains the Genshin story. Their own beliefs, independent of the ecosystem.
Sigonia, ravenous eye of the storm, spurned by all the gods. Land of rock, but not water. Lightning, but not rain. Blood, but not tears. You beat us with your falling stars. You lash us with wind and storm. You chew us up with the cracked earth.
What a shithole to be born onto.
You promised us a land of honey, yet yoked us beneath a sword of bitterness. Oh, Gaiathra Triclops, if thou can hear me, please open up thy three eyes and gaze upon this child. When you took his father, my child was still sleeping in my belly. And where my husband went, I too soon must go.
Died due to childbirth.
I don't ask for a peaceful death. Just for you to tell me, does the baby swaddled sweetly asleep? Does he dream of his mother's heartbeat and the sound of falling rain? Please tell me whether this life is all just a fleeting dream. Otherwise, why would this child be born to face impending death?
A question we ask in reality.
Mommy!
That kid cannot be that old to be saying that.
Mommy! Rain! It's raining!
And someone behind it as well.
Raining? Raining!
Well, I mean, that sounds like a sign. She asked for a sign from her god and it started raining.
It is raining. It's true. Those outworlders weren't lying to us. They really did summon the rain. Mommy, we can leave here. We can go back home.
Back home. Gayathra Triclops. You came. Do you hear that? Thank you. Thank you.
We're in an adventurous POV. He must have a sibling then. His mother dies here.
Listen. This is the sound of rain. On the day you were born, the sky also sent down a gift like this from Gayatra. Such a lucky child.
Based. He's a blessed child.
Such a blessed child. Just like your name. A gift from them to Avjen.
So he's an Abjad born in Sigonia? Or is it like a two-race thing? I don't know.
May the goddess Gayatra close her eyes 3 times. Keep your blood eternally pulsing. Let your journey be forever
It's
peaceful.
like regular people and Darsons.
And your schemes forever concealed.
What do they call it?
Welcome to this sad world, Kakavasha.
So he was born to a nomadic tribal.
Time to wake up, gambler.
Is that Dr. Rishi? Ain't no way he can remember that.
I must have drunk too much Soul Glad. Didn't expect you to be back so soon. How is it? Find anything?
Just as you guessed. Nobody outside knows about Robin's death. There aren't even baseless conspiracy theories. They're still streaming the rehearsal for her ceremony. Using a stand-in, I guess.
There's Sparkle.
They must be dreaming.
Of course. Who could imagine that death would actually descend upon the idyllic dream created by the family?
Well, the family would. They'd be
Let alone
keeping
that
death
the
that
victim
day.
would be the female lead of the Charmony Festival. To be honest with you, I didn't believe it. I even tested it a few times myself. Until I discovered that I couldn't actually die. Whenever there's any danger, I'm forced awake by the dream pool, and it's all as if everything were just a nightmare.
He's tried killing himself in the dream.
That's why I'm convinced that
Well.
there are a few big secrets lurking behind the scenes.
Someone had to kill
Then
him.
you must have heard about the Memory Zone meme. When I graciously deigned to
Something
establish
under
connections
that
with the Oak family on your behalf, they were quite in a pitiful state of disarray. Besides Robin, there was another body. I don't know the exact details, just that it was a stowaway.
Oh, yeah, Firefly was
2
a
murder
threat, too.
cases? I told you something seemed off about the Nameless. He must have come across the other one. This murderer is a psycho. But I have to admit, the case should be easy to crack. We can leverage the family's malfeasance and let the IPC use this as a reason to intervene. It's just that their trickery runs deeper than I thought. Robin's stand-in was all ready to go. These 2 murders are definitely getting hushed up. What should we do? Let me think. It's too rare an opportunity to miss out on.
You say that Robin's standing was ready
I
to
gotta
go.
be careful.
The fucking tavern knew she
Incredible,
was
Gavin.
dead.
Have you already exhausted your limited repertoire of tricks so soon?
There are plenty of chips, but it'd be best to choose carefully. The most straightforward has to be Robin. Remember? That masked fool once told me to find a mute as a friend. Robin is what she calls the mute. She has lost her voice, and while most people can't pick up on it, you and I cannot mistake that sound. Not produced by any voice box, but rather by the resonance of the harmony. If that girl hadn't gone hoarse from singing practice, there'd only be one possibility. Something was up with the family. Or Robin herself. To get to the bottom of this, I tried every way I could to meet her.
But she's not fucking
But
dead.
she died. Right before my very eyes.
A complete and utter loss. Incidentally, it seems to have resulted in your rather undignified arrival on the interrogation stand.
You arrived, but
There
you
were
died.
eyewitnesses at the scene, and the family, in their graciousness, has tentatively accepted your alibi. However, for the foreseeable future, you shall, regrettably, find yourself under the vigilant watch of the hounds.
I'd imagine so.
Well, things aren't looking too optimistic, Doctor. Starting to break out in a cold sweat. Do you reckon there's still any chance of a comeback, given how things are?
A probability? Yes, it exists, but it verges on the infinitesimal.
And
to phrase it in a manner more befitting the vernacular of Penacony, you're dreaming. But if you simply can't control yourself and want to try your hand, then there just so happens to be a suitable candidate.
who's that?
That man wants to see you again.
Who?
Sunday.
Is this a public hearing or a private trial?
If it were the former, it would hardly befit my stature to stoop to the role of a mere messenger.
Interesting.
Fine.
He's actually working as a liaison.
Oh, that's great. It's all great. You see, the dead can't talk, but the living can. Ratio, I'm convinced now that there must be something wrong inside the family. Oh, just you wait and see. That man's sister has died. He can't sit on his hands. Well, without any further ado, let's set off. Lead the way. The show is about to begin.
Renewed vigor. I mean, I get renewed vigor too if I just got
We're
the
here. The Dewlight Pavilion is the Oak family's fortress and a place where heads of the families meet to discuss great plans for Penacony.
Fortress? I like this metaphor. I dealt with the warlords of the Amanicus star system not long ago, and their synchronized orbital manor wasn't this heavily guarded.
Jesus.
This mansion nominally belongs to Sunday, and is very befitting of its owner. Without his express invitation, the likes of ordinary guests would never grace these grounds in their lifetimes. Look around while you still have this moment of freedom.
Hey, Doc, whose side are you on anyway?
Who's to say I won't sell you out?
Honestly.
We'll see. When we meet the
Always
authoritarian
possibility.
master of the Oak family, I'll pry an answer out of him.
Follow me and I'll bring you to his parlor. Hold your tongue and let me deal with the members of the family.
Interesting. As the story unfolds, you have a chance to progress the story for characters' POVs. When I check the character's POV for the first time, the character will automatically be placed in your first scene. You check the fate alias to know which character's POV are ongoing. Okay. You need to change POVs to continue the story. You can select here, enter fates, and solve. This is cool, man. This is like the shit that should have been it. Yes. Okay, let's split the recording right now. Okay. That should be one split. Anyways, let's continue on. Interesting. Can you imagine this was an engine? Swapping the story plays. I mean, it automatically does it, but like actually like switching up the story to play as characters. Current perspective, bro. We actually get different perspectives. That's kind of crazy. What the hell are you?
Hey, you two! That's a place of business. No entry.
Oh shit, we were invited.
I was requested by Mr. Sunday to bring him the suspect. My name is Ratio. He should have mentioned it to you.
Oh, I remember you. Veritas Ratio. Your punch virtual particle clock is impressive.
Thanks.
Excuse me?
The one on your head. Of course, it's nothing compared to my full pocket dimensional annihilating power armor of the Mobile Knights.
Right, and as I mentioned, that fantasy raiment of yours doesn't exist.
That's because you can't see it. Like I say, only family can see the glory of the Mobile Knights. Enough. Get going. Don't keep Mr. Sunday waiting.
Remember the families in the Mobile
It
Knights.
seems like the idiocy index here is no better than it is out there.
Hey, bro. Sorry, Dr. Ratio. 90% of people get their information from Encyclopedia Dumbassia.
A dead end?
The door is shut tight. Looks like we're on our own.
I mean, there isn't a door. How did you get in before?
For security reasons, the family built the administrative site deep in the dreamscape, with the mechanisms hidden in these Nightingale statues. The direction of the statues can be controlled. On the previous occasion, an attendant named Kona had gone to the side room to verify something before setting the statues in the correct positions.
Lovely.
Well, maybe we should do the same. Let's go and take a look.
Well, we're invited
Of course,
guests.
We can also use brute force.
I don't think the family would appreciate that. Invited guests, and they just don't give a shit. Invited guests.
This is hardly enough for a seat at the table.
That's really good. You can jump right. Oh, whoops. Done the thing wrong there. Whatever, just keep going this way.
Solving a problem by brute force doesn't prove your intelligence. The side room. Don't let me repeat myself.
Right, it's not the obvious. Fine, we'll go to the side room. I'll never let you have fun, bro. Never let you do what you need to do. Up. Alright, let's. Well, you know this place is a pain in the ass each door.
Feeling lucky.
No wonder, so we can see his full kit, right? Oh, you sons of bitches. Let's test it out. Let's test it. Also, this scene is not designed for him.
I'll go easy this time.
He's a slime.
Feeling spiffy?
He's not a main damage dealer.
Spend freely.
In fact, no one on this team is a main damage dealer because he broke my fucking
Grace
shit
and
up.
elegance.
I don't exactly remember how he works. Yeah, no one on this team is going to deal damage. Because no one on this team is designed to deal damage.
Enemy data secure. Netmark effect.
That was the point.
Time for good old counter.
I hit the mark.
Yes, extra break. How does that
Hedge your
happen?
bets.
Obviously, that's a shield. Whatever, who gives a shit? We got up. Anything hidden over here? Okay.
Watch this. Sound lingers.
Well, wasn't expecting to do this.
Eternal.
What is
Let's
that?
play for a while.
Every
Fuck it.
petal, all will be swept away by the
Did it with
wind.
the swag punch of it style.
It's on me.
Enemy data secure.
I don't know
Network
how he's
accessible.
attacking.
Time for a good old counterattack.
Honestly, I'm not gonna look it up.
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it off.
Bust, or maybe I'll take it off. That should be kind of fun. That's a fire line, bro. I know he has a follow-up attack. I just don't know how to trigger it.
I'll go easy this time. Feeling spiffy?
Sure, I'll play along.
I don't know, boosting him is kind of a pattern.
Enemy targets detected.
Not
Enemy data
exactly.
network accessible.
course I
Time for a
should be
good old
boosting.
counterattack.
He's right around a blind and front of inflicts unnerved on the single enemy dealing imaginary damage when an ally hits an unnerved enemy dealing critical. Okay. So you use his ult on top enemies.
Enemy
We're not supposed to
data secure.
waste it.
Network accessible. Time for a good old counterattack.
And I waste it. I mean, alright, we get this out.
Hedge your bets. Spend freely.
There we go.
Commencing support.
I love follow-up attackers. Ooh, he would be clean with Clara
Report will be ready
instead of March 7th. Oh, I want to get him, but I also want to get Acheron. You know, it's like, the hell is that thing? Yeah, fuck right off.
6 nightingales facing in different directions. An obvious hint.
Right, front.
But are these nightingales?
They are. What's wrong?
How can nightingales be so huge? They look more like torment eagles to me.
Torment eagles.
There are no eagles in the 5 families, only nightingales. Why am I wasting time with you on this?
Oh. Just make sure. What button does the game think I hit? 'Cause I know I did not hit. Gotta make sure. Hey, but we could have brute forced it. That shit would have been clean. Make sure. Yep. Go. And I turned the wrong way. Okay, turn it. This one needs to be facing. Did I turn this one? Do not matter. Just gotta make sure, everybody. Don't want to look like a finched idiot.
Just as I thought. Here's the correct answer.
I really looked at a picture, bro.
A truly miraculous discovery. Perhaps I should offer you the chance to join the Genius Society.
Nah, how about the Intelligentsia Guild?
Well, I thought you'd given up on that already.
I was being sarcastic. Can't you tell?
It's interesting. Why did he like go all in? He should have known he was sarcastic. Weird little exchange there.
Impressive. So much for Mr. Sunday's reserved, virtuous image.
Hey, someone's got to ball out.
Do you need me to remind you? We're in a dreamscape. No matter how grand the mansion looks, it'll not affect Penacony. Stop wasting your time nitpicking the family here.
Yeah, you're right. The only way to destroy the family is death. Sunday must have thought the same. Let's head down.
I kind of like that. Well, I don't like it. It's kind of just like Dr. Ratio kind of just appears in the universe. Like he just appears at one point. We're not doing all these fucking puzzles, bro. We're burning through the story. We'll come back to the puzzles later.
Hold on.
Door's locked.
What's wrong? Are we heading the wrong way?
No, but this door is locked.
Oh yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
My friend? Did you really make an appointment with him?
Yeah, the guards didn't want to see him.
It's a trial. You got to prove your worth to Sunday before you can speak with him.
Didn't someone open the door for you?
If I'm not wrong, we need to find a way to open this door in the hall, or this place will be our prison.
Oh, an escape room. My favorite.
This guy.
Get serious. I've no time for games. Let's head back. The hint is probably in that prominent sandpit.
Sandpit.
Wow. That's an enormous sandpit.
Oh.
I'd love to build a tall building for myself. Once I have enough savings.
Bro, considering how much you spend, bro. Oh, interesting. Can we not talk to the bird? Like the Trailblazer can?
Oh, look. There's a noticeable gap in the model. I believe you're right.
There wasn't a gap before. That man must have done it intentionally.
Man thing.
Well, with your brilliant mind, you shouldn't have any trouble recalling what was here last time. Right, Doctor?
Of course.
And what was there?
Let's look around. When I see it, I will know it.
Fine. Fine. Why do I feel that we're pursuing a degree in burglary now?
That seems like right up your alley. No time to gamble, bro. Sorry, little guy. I bypassed it. This is nice. I actually get to play this game and test.
This is it.
What the hell is it doing over there? But I will get the chest, though. Don't you not count on that one. Ooh. Ugh. This guy, you can't step above that. Actually, I didn't check, but this is like E actually. Oh, I'd like to know what that does. But I know somewhere they tell us. I know he's defensive. He obviously applies a shield. No shit. Yeah, I mean, I could get Acheron because obviously my Pella and I have a Silver Wolf. And then I could get Gallagher and I can have a perfect debuff to him. That ruins my Mono Quantum. It fucks my G with you up. Which means I would need a secondary character. Which I'm building, which is Clara. And then Clara and him, oh man, this would be... Rackhead level team, bro. This place is actually hella confusing. Like this. Well, if they start implementing that you have to do... Like, the fucking Hanu with this, while walking up walls and shit, it's over.
And the nameplate reads Gulliver's Arch. Well, I'm amazed you can remember something this tiny.
Pretty big, you need two hands to carry it.
You know, this reminds me of a tunnel I
you don't
once
need-
saw that could shrink people who passed through it.
If I were you, I would shut my mouth. It's wise to remain silent when you
Guys, remember, Adventurine wears his heart on his shoulder, but people are gonna love this dynamic of the suave, smart talking gambler with the fucking very sarcastic and dry, intelligent type.
Oh, this reminds me of one of those building toys. You know, with the blocks. I've never played with them before. I wonder if it's more interesting than stacking chips.
It probably is, bro. Who the fuck stacks
Oh, look.
chips?
The gap is closed. And it fits perfectly. So, what's next?
The pass through. Put your hands there. Where your head? Yep. Enter a city within a city, a dream within a dream.
Oh, good heavens.
Oh, good heavens.
Did I drink? Am I still in a dream?
Indeed.
Very panicky. He's not like, I like that. I thought he would be like the cool,
Doctor,
calculating,
you're
like.
Huge. It's me! Down here! In the sand pit!
I thought he would be like always the cool, collected, always know what's going on, but they actually made him actually like have a personality. I like that. This is the thing I thought with 4-4. I'm so used to the characters being one-dimensional that when they actually have personalities, it's not bad.
Actually, I think we could make this work for us. Just find a way to slip me into Sunday's collar, and I'll infiltrate the family just like that.
He's like your idiocy is baffling. No, we just go slide.
Oh, fine. I was just kidding. Let's find a way to open the door.
There's people here? Well, I mean, industrial pride. What? Industrial scum. This is, interesting, to say the least. Straight up as A posing moms, huh? Oh, you fucking kidding me? Ah, you step in the water.
Welcome to the Golden Hour base model. I am an Oak Soldier. I will be here to guide you through the tour of the base model. Happy to be of service.
Oh boy. Ain't this something?
And tell me about the tour.
Hello. Welcome to the Golden Hour base model.
Maze.
I am an Oak Soldier. I will be here to guide you through the tour of the base model.
Something about this is... Give it a kick.
Happy to be of service. Generating guide. Please wait patient.
Yeah, okay. Okay, man. You're seriously the worst soldier.
Found the nearest check-in spot. Please look behind me. A capsule machine model.
What's up with that? Now the family's toys are trying to frame me? I didn't do a thing to it, Doc. You've got to be my witness.
You gotta be my witness. I like this. And I just fucking ruined that dialogue.
Oh, capsule machine. There's no mechanism on the floor. Could there be one at the top? Doctor, do me a favor.
On the gotcha machine, man. On the gotcha phone.
So...
We had to make a cutscene for that.
I was right. These models have interiors that look exactly like the real buildings. The only difference is that no one lives in them.
Yeah, that's kind of how...
Sunday puts a miniature that makes him seem like a giant by comparison, right where he can see it first thing in the morning. Insecure much?
Interesting. Is there a miniature of him somewhere? I didn't even see him anywhere. Lousiest soldier. What's going on with that? They're all A-posing and just...
Feeling lucky.
Watch this. Sound lingers.
Damn, well that shit came a snap when I hit that.
Let's play for a while.
That is not a combo of units I want to
Feeling
fight.
spiffy?
Hedge your bets. Spend freely. The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Enemy targets detected.
Well, I want to use the ability on enemies so that I can fucking
Enemy
see
data signet
all
mark
of
detected.
that
Time
and
for a
get
good old
fucking
counter.
instantly. Like nothing. Absolutely ridiculous how fast they fucking go.
I'll go easy this time. Don't move.
It's just like, don't move.
Feeling spiffy?
Sure, I'll play along.
Fuck it.
It's on me.
More defense. Who gives a shit?
Commencing support. Enemy
Doesn't
data
matter.
signet
Because it
mark
doesn't matter how I
detected.
play.
Time for a good old counter attack.
That's possible to do. Four support characters.
Enemy targets ready for another.
No one cares.
The combat report will be ready soon.
Oh, I didn't get to hear
fragments
that.
flew upstairs. I'll need to use the pinball machine to flick myself up there. But it's tough.
Sparkles is a flower, but she just kicks the shit out of someone. How is this gonna work?
Oh, great. There's another pinball machine base here. And it's empty too. Doc! I'll need your brain power again.
Is he just gonna pick him up?
There's no need to yell, I can hear you. The pinball machine must be hidden somewhere in the hall. Like the arch. Wait here, and I'll be back in a minute. Finally, a moment of peace.
Even worse. Well, this team does not work for Dr. Ratio. Got your goddamn gourd. Are you serious?
For the theater of the mediocre.
Oh, not. No, what just happened? Just clicked off my own damn stream for fucking sorcerers. Go for a punch. Oh,
No need to rush. Patience breeds success.
that's annoying. He's going first instead of everyone else. I can't put my debuffs. Annoying. Yeah, it fucks up the entire rotation, doesn't it? Yeah, he's not gonna go. It's annoying, but whatever.
Enemy data signet mark activated. Time for a good old counter attack.
Grace and elegance.
Enemy targets detected.
Let's go.
Can you find the answer?
No. Kaleidoscope. I mean, fuck it, why not? 6 to
Let's
11.
play for a while.
I didn't get it anyways. Love it. What do we got here? Another ball.
Enemy data QNet marker activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Does it debuff everyone? Oh, look at that. 80. No,
Answer me.
Schools and count.
There's
I don't know
more
what
to
the hell I
life.
just said. No schools and count.
Eternal.
Schools and shush.
Feeling spiffy?
Still 80 though? Not 100. This team is not a debuffing team. Mr. Ratio is not gonna have.
For the fear of the mediocre.
I guess I was supposed to drop the fucking
Your answers?
ratio immediately.
Answer me.
I'll go easy this
It's kind of crazy that this Dr. Ratio does almost as much damage as mine.
Let's play. Can you find the answer?
Mine's not even though. Mine has like some of the worst fucking kit ever.
Grace and elegance.
If you're wondering, no, I'm not the opposite. I just couldn't give a shit if you don't want test.
0 points.
Let's play for a while. Feeling
It's
spiffy?
speed running it.
Answer me.
I'm fucking yells, pest, answer me. Just fucking whack your skull up.
That's it. Pleasant moments of solitude are always fleeting.
I don't need to kill any more of these assholes.
Oh, you're back. Just place it here.
Ow.
Thank you.
Awesome. Giant Dr. Ratio does giant Dr. Ratio things. Gotta love it.
Thanks, Doc.
Don't mention it. Jesus, all this for a meeting. Good. We're gonna go the other way.
Oh, Ratio, you should come in here and take a look. The view here is breathtaking.
Is it?
Honestly, you could easily squash me with just a pinch.
If that is your wish, I will do so without a moment's hesitation.
Very aggressive. Can we pull them out as adventure? Oh, we can. Idiot birds, you can't explain the concept of idiot bird to them. Remember finding something tedious instead of disease stupidity is spreading throughout the dreams. Now, you need a bird that will take a stand. Found the truth bird. Wow, Dr. Ratio bird. A great tree. Do-do-do.
All done. Piece of cake.
To the left, to the left. Takes me to a spot we don't need to go to. Going this way. Balling like I'm on with. Quick! What a weird, bizarre, lovely adventure. Don't pay attention to what I did there, though. No one comment on the fact that
Joyous tour of Toy City has come to an end. Makes me feel sad.
Where's City, huh?
Oh, Penacony isn't all bad, right? I'll use this interesting experience as a talking point at the poker table.
I got miniaturized in Penacony. I mean, it is something. It is rather interesting. Compared to the Louis Pavilion. do. Oh, I'm gonna return there, I guess. Let's push on.
It's a pity you made it out of the sandpit alive.
How would he have died,
Sunday
Ratio?
is just beyond this door. From my limited understanding, he's not someone easily handled. Are you prepared?
Yeah. Only I believe he's the one who should be prepared to face me.
I would not be that
Tell
cocky,
me
bro.
about your plan.
I don't have a plan. I'll just play it by ear. There are only two kinds of bargaining chips when dealing with people. Benefit or fear.
Looks like sincerity isn't in your dictionary.
Am I not sincere enough? There's no need to emphasize it. We've got to make good use of death. That man's sister is dead. He won't be able to turn a blind eye, and that's fear.
Unless he's not
And
exactly
I'll
going
help
for a
him find the
meeting.
murderer. He can't do it due to his status and position, but I can. And that's benefit.
They do not want to work with the IPC.
On what
IPC?
basis do you believe he's incapable, necessitating the delegation to someone from a rival faction? The
true.
IPC.
They own this dreamscape.
Simple. Because that murderer could very well be a traitor hiding inside the family.
Do you mean the Galaxy Ranger whom you accused previously?
He's one I set the trailblazer
That
after.
was just an excuse, good doctor.
Exactly.
There's something wrong with that woman. We need someone who can keep her in check. It's better
Like I
to
said.
minimize the variables outside our control.
Let the
when we
trailblaze after
execute
her.
our plans. Moreover, I need to know her identity. If I'm lucky. She could be an important pawn. And it's good to have more helpful friends when dealing with this matter.
Yeah, I think he's a bit more than a
But
pawn.
honestly, the murder case is likely unrelated to her. I believe my standpoint. There's a rat in the family. Otherwise, why would Mr. Sunday arrange a private meeting with us? This isn't an interrogation, but a secret negotiation. We'll see. Using Robin's death as a bargaining chip, I'll win back my freedom and power. In the end, I'll ruin this beautiful dream and create the grandest death.
Well, that red herring, the
If
dialogue
chance
they
of winning
use for
is
the
just
trailers,
beyond
always
this
so
door,
funny.
even if that chance is close to zero, well, you can't win if you don't play, right?
You're that, Mr.
Ah,
Victorian.
the charming audacity. To think that you, of all people, might emerge victorious, dear gambler.
3 chips are enough. All or nothing.
All or nothing. You've lost it, little bro. You're smoking dick backwards. But he might be right. See how well his gamble plays out.
It seems my puzzles are too effortless for you, IPC Ambassador.
I appreciate your words. And I see you put a lot of effort into welcoming me, Mr. Sunday.
Yeah, about approximately 0.
However, this is no way to greet a guest.
Well, this isn't an invitation, but a summoning. Before we speak, I need to test your character. I imagine this knowledgeable doctor friend of yours has been of great help, yes?
Certainly. You ought to know this better than I do. He's already faithfully fulfilled his duties, hasn't he?
More than you have.
Yes, the doctor has assured me of your noble character. He considers you, like himself, a virtuous person who can be trusted by the family. I have come to know you very well as a person, Mr. Aventurine. You're diligent, generous, and willing to cooperate. The fact that you succeeded in overcoming many obstacles just to meet me gave me the reason to believe in your wisdom and courage.
This is a completely...
But
Oh,
there's
shit.
one thing I must ask you. That is, you've used your wisdom at the wrong place to meet the wrong person and put yourself in a situation where you shouldn't be, witnessing a tragedy that shouldn't have happened.
You don't look too well. Am I making you anxious? If not, then it means I'm on your side.
If I wasn't mistaken, you'd just made a serious accusation against the family.
No, you weren't mistaken. For depravity is creeping in around you. There's no need for us to be evasive. Let's talk about your sister.
He's dead.
Your sister's talent is unrivaled in the world of show business. As you know, her voice has been out of tune since she returned to Penacony. What's more disheartening, she can't sing anymore. Who could be responsible for this? Many suspect the culprit is among the outsiders, but I know you hold a different opinion. Now your noble status has become a shackle, preventing you from apprehending the murderer and avenging your
Motherfucker standing
sister's
there,
death.
stone
You're
face,
feeling
bro.
anxious because you're out on a limb.
Put some animation on this
But
nigga
don't worry,
to convey something.
I'm on your side.
I'm immensely honored by your concern for me, Mr. Aventurine. Since you're so selfless and generous, I believe you wouldn't ask for anything in return, would you?
Well, naturally, you wouldn't incur any loss from this. I just want to reclaim what is mine. My liberty and the personal items under the family's custody, the bag of gift money, and...
the stones.
The box in which the cornerstone is stored.
That's right.
Cornerstone. I've heard it's a treasured asset of the Strategic Investment Department. A sacred stone that seals the Preservation Emanator, granting significant power, and every liquidation specialist holds one. For an object so precious, it probably comes at an even higher price than other forms of recompense.
Well, I'm sure you're aware of the high level of risk I'll be undertaking to bring the truth to light.
Mr. Aventurine, when you are out and about, do you always make adjustments to your appearance? Your tie should be on the center line. Your shirt must not protrude from your vest. Your trouser creases should be perfectly straight, and always aligned with the tips of your shoes.
Of course.
But I don't, because it's not appropriate to do so in public. You should make sure everything is presentable and in order before leaving the house. I'm not the kind that takes risks. The cornerstone must be in the custody of the family.
No room for negotiation?
Please, don't let me turn you down twice.
Yeah.
Sure. The gift money is good enough. I suppose you wouldn't mind that. After all, a merchant can't function without a bargaining chip.
You compromised quicker than I thought. Unfortunately, it's a gambler that needs a bargaining chip, not a merchant.
True.
I can
Merchant
give
can
you
make
gift
deals.
money, but before that, I want you to tell me. The fact that you can decisively forsake the box you asked for, what exactly is stored in it? Oh, triple-faced soul, please sear his tongue and palms with a hot iron, so that he will not be able to fabricate lies and make false vows.
What have you done?
Yep, this is what we saw Robin do. She can
Under the
manipulate
light of
memories.
the harmony,
You're
all
in their domain.
wickedness is revealed. I implore them to shed their light.
You
and
can't
I'll
lie.
ask you questions on their behalf. Next, you have 113 seconds to prove your innocence and gain my trust.
And if I refuse to answer?
You can try.
The
And
Aquan
we'll
used
see
on
if the
us.
harmony rejects you. Question. Do you own a cornerstone?
Yes.
What a simple answer. You, too, understand that idle chatter leads only to poverty. Did you hand over the cornerstone to the family when you entered Penacony?
Yes.
Does the cornerstone you handed over to the family belong to you?
Yes.
Is your cornerstone in this room right now?
Yes.
Is your memory free from any kind of tampering or deletion, encompassing but not restricted to the techniques of the Garden of Recollection?
Yes.
Are you an Avgin from Sigonia?
Yes.
Oh, because he's absent.
You even know about that?
Well, yeah, can you talk to Spark?
Do the Avgins have any ability to read, tamper with, or manipulate one's own or another's mind?
No. Does it matter?
Do you love your family more than yourself?
Yes.
All the Avgins were killed in a massacre. Am I right?
No.
Are you your clan's sole survivor?
Perhaps.
Do you hate and wish to destroy this world with your own hands?
I don't know.
Interesting. Now, the final question. Can you swear that at this very moment, the Aventurine stone is safe and sound in this box?
Who's the bird?
Of course.
Looks like we can get an answer. Open it, Mr. Aventurine. It's your last chance to defend your honor. Please. Are these what you're looking for?
Topaz and Jade. Okay, so he has Topaz's cornerstone.
Since you came as promised, learned doctor, does this mean that you are willing to take the side of the family in this farce?
Deal with powerful people. How the fuck you could try to play him in his own domain?
What makes you think you can convince me?
I've heard you haven't enjoyed Mr. Aventurine's company. I also understand that you're an avid learner who sees the pursuit of knowledge above all.
In that case, you ought to realize that a competent scholar knows their position and wouldn't forsake more vital matters for the sake of petty pride.
If you agree to assist the family, I'll share our research findings on the Stellaron. You must be quite aware that, besides the family, no other faction is willing to share such information.
What are you trying to research Stellarons for? So that's why he was on Herda Space Station.
Cut to the chase. What do you need from me?
I need Mr. Aventurine's comprehensive plan.
Haven't you confiscated his cornerstone? You can't expect a featherless bird to take flight.
I still want to know who that raven in the room was.
But I've also heard the 10
Remember,
elites in the
there are no
strategic
birds in
investment
Penacony,
department have united,
so someone is that bird.
progressing together in the interests of the IPC.
You'll have to speak more clearly than that.
The cornerstone which Mr. Aventurine surrendered, was it really his?
You question whether he would entrust you with someone else's cornerstone. The 10 Stonehearts aren't as united as you think. Cornerstones are significantly more precious to them than their very own lives.
But you know that he's a crazed gambler. The more vocal he is about it, the more cautious I must be.
I never imagined someone would share his way of thinking. Honestly, you should see a shrink. Bring it. The box containing the cornerstone is unique, and only IPC senior staff and related members can access it. But I happen to be among them.
Is Dr. Ratio, though? Who is he? Is this who shows up on...
I appreciate it.
Gives him stuff for free. He showed up on her space station and captured Ifrit's fire flame. He's out here able to access a high-level IPC.
Unfortunately, your guess is correct.
The golden stone. Its color and glow are similar to that of Klepoth's body.
This is the very ruse he intends to use to fool you. He won't reveal to you that the 10 Stonehearts chisel their own will into the cornerstones, granting them an unparalleled radiance. And this golden statue is also known as Topaz, not Aventurine. And it belongs to Topaz.
Yeah, Topaz's stone.
So, do you wish to confront him?
Not at the moment. I'm more interested to know the location of his cornerstone.
The
So he-
safest place
bet
somewhere
with Topaz.
you'd never think of. Because he never intended to hide it. In fact, that cornerstone has been in your hands from the very beginning.
That's why he won the money bag. He didn't care about Topaz's cornerstone because he knows if he wins, he'll get it back.
I see. This bag. Mixing a cornerstone, more precious than life itself, with a bunch of worthless jewels, disguised as a gift of money waiting to be confiscated, is indeed in line with Mr. Aventurine's style.
That is a gamble.
Then he makes up some trivial excuse, downplaying the matter, and requests the gift money. This is a gamble, one he's all too familiar with, betting on your single misstep, leading to a total loss.
Learned doctor, I am grateful for your help. The family will surely reward a righteous person like you. As for the villain, I hope he retreats in humiliation. It was all thanks to your friend with a keen eye that I could add a blot of utter failure to your storied career.
Ratio, you wretch.
Finally shown your true colors, huh? Oh, and just to remind you, you currently only have 17 system hours left to live. Treasure your remaining time, and savor the delectable aftertaste of defeat.
You might as well explain yourself a little more clearly.
What I performed on you just now was the Harmony's consecration. You were to show allegiance beneath the illumination of their grace. Yet you acted willfully, uttering nothing but falsehoods, transforming the consecration into a trial. I genuinely see no reason to absolve you from it.
Is this what the Harmony represents? But is it built upon constraint and coercion?
That's unity. That's the thing.
You misunderstand, Mr. Aventurine. Punishment is meant for the irreverent, but I have seen your resilient spirit And thus, I offer you the possibility of a new beginning.
Oh, you're gonna die and be reborn into the
Throughout
family
these
and the
17
harmony.
system hours, you will be unable to escape the dreamscape or contact any of your companions. You only have 2 paths before you, and it all depends on whether you can complete my test within the time limit.
This gamble did not pay off.
Should you succeed, you will be able to coalesce into the harmony and be with your family. If you fail, you will suffer the wrath of the eternal Centurion and fall into an abyss of doom.
Sounds like I'm gonna end up the same either way.
I indeed do need a servant to help me uncover the evil hidden in the family from an external perspective. I will purge the evil from the inside and bring the real culprits to justice within 17 system hours. When the time comes, compare your findings with mine. If both our findings align, or if you can provide me more insights, then they will truly be able to grant you mercy and honesty.
Shameless hypocrites.
Oh, he took a bet and he couldn't
Everything
win.
from me and still demand the truth? That isn't fair. Your carnival reeks with the stench of cash. Nothing is achievable without it.
This is meant to be an act of personal virtue, not requiring the family's support. Your bag is over there. Do as you please. I believe you can trade this bag of worthless jewels for everything you need. That's what gamblers excel at, isn't it? Off you go, Mr. Aventurine. You are free. I will wait here for your good news.
From one slave master to another. And the IPC? Who is that Raven?
This meeting isn't an interrogation or a negotiation. It's an outright execution.
Why would I do that, Mr. Aventurine? I'm just wondering what a passerby who stumbled upon a scene of a murder could have found out. That's all. By the way, before you go, I have a personal question.
What is it now?
Do you truly wish to bring about the destruction of this world?
Kakavasha! Where did you go? Oh,
Let's find out.
Are you injured? I got it back, sister. You went to look for them? That's too dangerous. It's just a necklace. It's neither food nor water. We can survive without it. But I can't live without you, little brother. Promise me not to look for those catechins again, okay?
Sister, don't be afraid. The catechins are fools, but I'm smart. I played a game with them, and I won.
Won? What happened exactly? Tell me.
I made a bet with them. The 2 birds in the desert and me. Who will die first? I won. They suspected me of cheating, but I didn't. I won fair and square.
Of course you'd win. You've always been a lucky child. Gayatra Triclops must be watching over you. But that's no reason to push your luck by going up against those bloodthirsty, cruel catechins. Have you forgotten how Mom and Dad... Look, this is just a necklace. But Kakavasha, you are my only family.
We get to learn his real name.
I'm sorry, sister. I thought you'd be happy. Because Mom left you this necklace.
Like, I don't think it's ever stated that Topaz's name is Yelena.
There'll be
Or
no
Yelena.
next time.
It is important. but not as important as you, my dearest brother. I don't blame you, but you must remember what Mom said. Pain and poverty are the trials of Gayathra Triclops. She has also granted us a chance. And that's your good luck, Akavasha. Your good luck is the most precious wealth we all Avgin have.
I wonder, are they the last two Avgins? In that case, if his sister dies, I can see why he'd hate the world.
And can lead the clan to happiness. So always remember to protect yourself. And never resent the pain and poverty you're going through. Alright? Listen to me and swear to Gayathra Triclops.
Okay. We'll swear to Gayathra Triclops to protect this wealth. But sister, if Gayathra Triclops was really watching over us, then why did she not protect Dad when he was swept away by the quicksand? After all, Dad went to the Catechins' land only to prepare for Gayathra Triclops' offerings. And where was Gayathra Triclops when Mom was shivering in our arms? Mom was still pleading for Gayathra Triclops' forgiveness under her breath until the moment she closed her eyes. Sister, everyone praises me for being smart, but I don't get it. If every rain pour was Gayathra Triclops' forgiveness and grace, then how bad were our sins? So much so that we were born in this world of death?
Damn! I wonder if he does hate the
Excuse
world.
me. I can't seem to find any information on this artist in the Iris family archives. The photo you provided also doesn't show any matches.
Just as I thought. I'd like to ask, what kind of traces do people leave when they enter a dream?
Are you referring to the records when you enter the dream pool? The equipment will monitor physiological indicators such as heart rate, blood oxygen levels, and body temperature in real time. This data will be included in statistics and handed over to the family for the screening of any data anomalies. Immediate action will be taken once any illegal behavior is detected.
Yeah, how's that one work? Bro, everything?
I apologize. The hotel does not have access. This information is managed by the Bloodhound family. We can only gain access if there's a problem.
Good God.
Looks like nothing can be found here.
At least we know who to look for next. We can ask the Bloodhound family for information.
That's true.
Thank you for your assistance, Miss Allie. By the way, is Miss Robin doing fine? We are looking forward to her performance.
Why are you gonna ask the question? You know that bitch is dead.
What does that mean? Is there something wrong with Miss Robin? The preparations for the Charmony Festival have been proceeding smoothly, so I guess things are pretty good. I believe she will be able to put on a spectacular show for all of you.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Good question. Let's be on a gauge if information is like that.
No one knows about Miss Robin. I'm not surprised. But that Miss Firefly is truly mysterious.
Ow.
There's no information on her in the hotel system.
Oh shit, she's a stowaway.
She's a stowaway. She should have a disguised identity after entering the planet.
Not that he entered the dream in a
She's also
completely
in the
different
running for
method.
the legacy. How is she going to sneak into the dreamscape unnoticed?
She already did it once. She snuck into the hotel unnoticed.
Other way to enter a dream? Besides the hotel room's dream pool?
The Garden of Recollection can do it, and Stellar Hunters can do it.
The Memo Keepers have abilities that are difficult for normal people to comprehend. In the memory zone of Penacony, they thrive effortlessly.
Black
A fact
Swan.
proven to us by Black Swan.
Yeah, and then
The
Silverwolf
hacker girl
can,
from the
yeah,
Stellar
can,
Hunters used extraordinary means to unlock the Dreamscape Hotel's seal. According to the scene witnessed by him, it is likely that they are
Stifles
behind
can
Miss Firefly's
literally
case.
manipulate reality.
The Garden of Recollection and the Stellaron Hunters. Both are possible, but what about the IPC? Since they want Penacony all for themselves, they're bound to have a plan.
Who are you guys?
Oh boy.
The Bravo team has arrived at their designated position, ready to execute armed evacuation operation.
IPC's, yeah.
Get moving!
Armed evacuation? Boss, aren't you drunk?
What do you know? It's more efficient this way. Just don't let the director find out. Act first, report later. Understood?
Oh boy. I was about to start international incident.
I spent all of my year-end bonus on the snowball. I don't want my name on the department's major disciplinary notice.
Hey, check it out. That voice. Could it be the IPC workers from Bellabog?
Clown department.
To all guests, the IPC will be conducting special operations within the hotel. Please follow the staff in charge of evacuation to the designated safe zones, or compulsory measures will be enforced.
I'll request a beating for you lot! You've been told not to drink during work hours. Take him back to the hotel room. I'll organize a meeting later to properly go over how this incident report should be written.
Oh, Topaz! IPC sex bot.
Miss Topaz? I never thought I'd run into you on Penacony.
Yeah, what do you think? My stones, she gave her stone to Adventuring, and the motherfucker probably hasn't reported dead for hours.
Aventurine has told me a lot about your happenings. Huh?
I wonder if Dr. Ratio contacted her and had Adventuring get fragged.
Do as they ask and try to avoid any conflicts with the family. Report to me before taking any action.
Well, IPC about to bomb the fucking station.
As you see, the IPC isn't very popular here on Penacony. Cordiality from the family is a mere facade. The former frontier prison has turned around and cuffed its shackles on the IPC staff now. Only Aventurine, who carries an invitation, is allowed to attend the banquet. An entourage like us, we can only sit around in the reality hotel, unauthorized to even enter dreams.
No wonder Aventurine's scrambling to partner up with someone. The IPC can't back him up in the dreamscape.
None of us.
His situation isn't optimistic, I hear. You're all helping to investigate some dirt on the family, are you not? Let me know if you need anything outside the dreamscape. The IPC
Crazy.
always treats
Deep within the dreamscape are the cornerstones, not even in
Thank you,
reality.
Miss Topaz. We're on our way to the Hounds to verify some intel. Perhaps you've had dealings with them?
Yep. They're tailing us right now. Why not go and talk to them? It'll take the spotlight off me. Being constantly stared at is really uncomfortable.
You heard her, guys. Don't stare at her. This is getting deep. We got all sorts of
How does it
motherfuckers
feel to be
everywhere.
in business with Aventurine? I bet you're not used to it. That's just his style. All or nothing is his mantra.
Yeah, he's curling the nothing
He's always
phase.
cozying up to his clients while egging them on to undertake some dangerous assignment with him. But everyone has their merits, so I won't comment further.
I bet you. I don't think they
Aventurine's
can't
luck
back up.
has always been good.
Isn't
He's
Topaz-
always
not
closed
Topaz.
all his cases without a hitch, and
Ratio fragged
basically
him.
never lost a gamble. Which is why, on the issue of retaking Penacony, I'm watching with keen interest.
No, we know why you're really here. Yeah, that only works when everyone's interests are aligned.
Of course. It's business after all. What's important is where you're seated at the table. As for the two cases...
He's curling at the foot of the table.
Apologies, but I don't have much info on them either. All I can
Nice.
do is ask you to keep digging for more details.
This place is fucked. I wonder, should I split the part here? How long ago was the last split? Can I even see it? Kind of. Let me open it real quick. It was an hour. Damn! Is that part really that long? Hour and 69 minutes? That's like an hour and 9 minutes. So yeah, I guess. Fuck it, we'll split it.
We're carrying out our captain's orders. What do you want?
We made a mistake last time, and we're working hard to rectify it now. We don't have time for anything else. Surveilling the IPC executive Topaz, ensuring that she stays put at the Reverie Hotel during her time on Penacony. We've got the right one this time.
Oh, okay, so you assholes actually know what you're doing.
They were the pair who were after Firefly at the time.
We meet again.
It's you again. Back for more trouble? We're not afraid of you this time.
Yeah, Aussie boy.
Well, spit it out. Stop bothering us if you've nothing important.
Got me with Gallagher.
So you know each other. Why do you keep running into people you've beaten up before?
It's kind of my first reaction, honestly. Here's our lunch break. I'm hungry. I guess your business is your captain.
That's right. We're investigating a murder for the family. Can we speak to your captain about the case?
Oh, this is a disaster, bro.
Well...
Ratio betrayed adventuring. IPC's got reinforcements. We have to investigate for the family. The family's launching adventuring as an investigator.
What murder? You'd better stop spouting nonsense.
Yeah, that's right. We have nothing to report. Please leave.
Looks like they're not going to cooperate. But they did at least tell us that the captain is at Dream's Edge.
Why don't we just look for the security officer then?
You got such a deep voice.
Gallagher, the one he mentioned, right?
You're so loud, bro. Boom. To the dreamscape. And now we know Stellaron hunters are here. They're looking for it. Acheron is looking for it.
Such tight security. I bet they're stumped by the case as well.
Shit, bro.
Gallagher. Gallagher. Where could he be?
Come on, she's just right here, bro. Use your eyes. I know you don't know who he is.
The Bloodhound family is running an investigation up ahead. No unauthorized personnel allowed.
Don't worry, we're part of that investigation team.
Hold on a minute. I think I've seen you before.
We only have bad interactions with the family.
How much trouble have you stirred up exactly on Penacony?
One girl. All it took was one girl for us to fuck her. This ain't it, Chief. You got the wrong guy.
You think you look alike?
No, not exactly. About a clockwork trick.
Wait, are you for real?
Yeah, I also have the ability to manipulate reality.
It was you the last time yelling about some clockwork friendship while beating me up with that silver-haired girl. I'm not letting you get by this time. Please leave, or I'll have to get on my knees and beg you.
He's not angry this time.
Huh? What kind of heinous crime have you committed now?
It's assault. It's not that bad,
Hold on,
Mark.
sir. We have documents authorized by the family that would aid your investigation. If it wouldn't trouble you, could we see this Mr. Gallagher?
Who exactly is this Gallagher you keep talking about? There's been a few people mentioning this name. Even the one with the gray hair.
Huh?
He didn't send you all here?
It was the security officer who dispatched us. That's all I can divulge.
He'll do. He's the one we've been looking for.
Sorry, no can do. The boss said that since it's a matter of the family's reputation, no one's allowed through.
Bro, we're the ones investigating this.
Everyone, please leave. There's really no need for us to make things difficult for each other, right?
We're really sorry for troubling you. Let's think of another way.
Interesting.
Another
He doesn't go by
way.
Gallagher to the crew.
That's it. Didn't they say something about that? What was it? Clockwork? That got this guy to change his mind.
I'll use my mind
Can you perform
manipulation.
it again? That, clocky magic.
Yeah. Just what I've been waiting for. Let's warp his mind. So now we know what it is. It's harmony power. That allows you to warp the family.
Since it's a
Warp the
matter of
mind.
the family's reputation. Everyone, please leave. Let me see what time it is now.
Yeah, so Robin used it on us
time
to
already.
fix our mind.
Time to clock out, and no one's gonna stop me.
Yeah, so principled that he clocks out right on the dime.
This clockwork trick of yours, it's kinda dangerous.
This is harmony mind manipulation.
At least he won't be getting in our way again. Let's go find that Gallagher and ask him the intricacies of the case.
Why did that guy not know
I
his
was
name was
wondering what all the
Gallagher?
commotion was. Huh. Oh, it's you guys. Welcome. Since you made it here, what can I do for you?
Hello, Mr. Gallagher, sir.
His voice does not sound like this in combat.
Judging from your
His voice sounds
tone,
fucking
it
horrible in
sounds like you were
combat.
expecting us.
But it sounds decent and good here.
Miss
So strange.
Himiko, you're too polite. There's no need to call me sir.
Mr. Gallagher, you even know my name.
Of course I do. You folks are from the legendary Astral Express
Damn right we
and
are.
honorable guests of the Watchmaker. I had an
You're
encounter
included
with
in your
this
name.
gentleman in the Golden Hour. I remember that little silver-haired girl was there too. I'm sorry for what happened to that kid.
Then we keep calling her a little girl. I was like, "Damn, we're sorry too."
This is also the reason why we've come to visit you, Mr. Gallagher.
Never want to divulge
The
information. Ever
Express
since the
can't
adventuring
just
part where
overlook
I
the death
told
of
them I
my
had a
child.
stellar out of my head.
So we've decided to help the family get to the bottom of it, in the hopes of getting justice for her.
The Nameless involved with the family. What an unpredictable twist of fate.
And it won't be a good one.
Why? What's wrong with the family?
Everything.
It's nothing. On Penacony, everyone loves the family. No
The
matter how
Hardens
much
rule the
one
family.
resists the beautiful dream, when the time comes, they too will find it hard to let go. Who wants to leave a warm nest? Just idiots, little kids, and inebriated fools.
Mr. Gallagher seems to be getting at something.
Well, you got it wrong. I'm not. You want to discuss the case? Sure, come with me. This is not a good place to talk. Let's go elsewhere.
Okay, so not so sincere about the family's love.
Even after that chilling tragedy, this dream is still running effortlessly.
Or that's by design,
Other than
Mr.
the
Well.
family of the Harmony, it's hard to imagine any other power in the universe that could sustain a building of such magnitude.
The family itself is a huge, perfect building. Like a living idol.
We talked about this dream
Each
world, the
member of the
interconnected
family
minds,
sees
the harmony,
themselves as
that
a
hundreds,
piece of the
thousands of
divine
voices.
puzzle, revolving around a singular core and a shared ideal. Under their command, they loyally fulfill their roles, offering themselves while also receiving sustenance in return.
That's how all the Aeons work, I'm pretty sure. You give something in return for power. The problem is, the price that you're giving is always greater. Whatever you're giving up. Always.
Interesting analogy. Perhaps that's why Penacony's beautiful dream has persisted for
And whatever
so
you
long.
don't want to give up, that's what they're
The
asking.
human body has its limits, and so does the divine's.
That doesn't sound like the kind of comment a Galaxy Ranger would make.
Just pointing out the facts. Mr. Yang will definitely have a better sense of what's going on than I do.
Why do you say that, Miss Acheron?
The beautiful dream is crumbling. But not because of a particular eon, a particular faction, or a particular visitor. Its collapse stems from a certain inevitability of human nature. The family refuses to acknowledge this, and it has ultimately backfired and become a catalyst. As people immerse their souls in the dreamscape, where consequences and pain cease to exist, and only ease and pleasure prevail, they draw closer and closer to necrosis. Regardless of the perceived bliss, death looms as the inevitable conclusion.
Destruction always exists.
Also, this
Even
necrosis
if you trap your
will diffuse and
mind
spread.
in an endless dream.
One piece of the puzzle's mutation will eventually cause the entire building to shake, break,
Pure bliss leads you to apathy.
crumble.
In the end, the dreams that people built in the name of freedom became the cage that imprisoned them. I'm sure you've gained a lot from this trip, Miss Acheron. Are you willing to share your findings with me?
Of course. That's if I remember. Don't mind me. It's just a habit. Owing to events in the past,
He does that a lot.
easily forgetful.
When asked to remember, she touches the blade.
It's only when this sword is unsheathed that those hazy memories start to become clearer.
Take your time.
That should do it. I vividly remember everything that occurred on Penacony.
Like her,
Ask away.
her soul and embodiment is stored in the blade. This is stop from the top.
The moment of daybreak. I've
A lot of
heard
dialogue.
that's where the Dawn Factory, which processes the foundation of the dreamscape, is located.
Behind the dreamscape song.
Bro, if these two go
dance,
together
many
and just start
imagination
fucking shit up, it's gonna be so cool.
Workers create all kinds of whimsical works day in and day out in their dreams. Then they return to reality and sleep on a narrow bed in a room. A far cry from luxury. They say it will suffice. Experiencing the bizarre and motley dreamscape is the best reward. There I encountered a young woman who had just come of age. The perfect time to indulge in beautiful dreams. Her greatest wish was to one day move to the golden hour and see the magnificent garments she had woven with her own hands.
It would never happen.
For certain reasons, her wish was difficult to fulfill. But I managed to bring her a garment.
Interesting. Oh, nice. She helped it.
Gilded Hour. It's said to be Penacony's currency center.
Yes. It is a fortress-like financial city, the economic heart of the dreamscape. The Pepeshi people of the Alfalfa family are there to keep it running, sending blood that is made from money everywhere on Penacony. Everyone there is exquisitely dressed and always in a hurry. The greatest wish of the local Pepeshi people is for their future generations to work in the Gilded Hour. I've never met anyone who is willing to talk. I could only stand at the crossroads, watching crowds of people hurrying like the wind through the jungle of steel, only to deposit the alfalfa credits that they'd earned into the bank's vault. I don't know if they would open the vault door, but before I left, I witnessed a well-dressed Pepeshi person plummet from the sky, while those around him continued on their way, unfazed.
Whatever that means. Is that a reference to... Well, no, because no one dies, but the idea that... I know what they're referencing, but, like, we fell from the sky, because, like, people are accustomed to the dream, but it's the idea that money moves, time moves, and even if someone was to die right in front of you, no one would care.
I hear the Blue Hour is very romantic. Do you have any tales to share?
There, Mr. Will, what you asking
Perhaps
about?
Mr. Yang has heard. There is a large boat called the Eventide, anchored
They
along
better
the
put us
sea's
with a
waves,
character in
where
the
soft
blue time.
music and dancing persist endlessly every night. I ran into a wizened lady there.
69,
she was at
really?
the dock,
We
waiting
talking the
for her
romance now?
long-departed lover
Yeah,
to
okay, bro.
return. Waiting for countless hours within time that stood still. In the humid sea breeze, she spoke of her own youth. Like many who desired wealth and love, they came to Penacony to pursue their dreams. Alas, her lover's consciousness was lost in the dark depths of the Sea of Dreams. Finally, she suggested we continue our conversation on a boat in the shallows. I agreed and boarded the boat with her. But she never said anything. Her eyes absent-mindedly gazing at the horizon for what seemed like forever. Finally, we retreated to the beach.
Interesting.
The dreamscape of chic, luxury, and consumerism, the moment of dusk. My companions have been there too.
One of us has.
And you all must have seen those who are attempting to realize their dreams. Or have realized them. Scattering money as if it were dust and betting it on all or nothing. Everything has a price. And everything can be bought or sold. Even dreams themselves. I saw an Intellitron there, who was preparing to auction himself. When someone wins a bid, under stipulated periods and rules, he would do the buyer's every bidding, becoming that person's very possession. That Intellitron had been auctioned off a dozen times, and I participated in his 13th. That was the grandest banquet I had ever attended. But never again did anyone cast another glance at him. This time around, there were no successful bids for him.
Interesting. Unlucky, 13 also. Like every aspect of the dream she interacts with is like this nihilistic nightmare version of it.
This is what I've seen and heard along the way.
There's nothing grand or happy about what she sees.
Someone once said to me, Penacony wasn't like this a long time ago, nor should it be. I've traveled through the reality and dreamscape of the planet of festivities, watched the tides of night rise and fall when time stopped for people, where the spirits of the rich and impoverished remain forever fixed on their own scales. This is why I think the collapse of the beautiful dream is inevitable.
There might be a way to change everything.
This changes everything.
Perhaps. But if this is indeed the world that people desire, if this is precisely why life chooses to slumber, should we still seek to change it?
Miss Acheron, now it's my turn to share a story with you. There was a man from my homeland who, at a time when the world was grappling with deep, unhealable pain, made a choice. He wove together the dreams of everyone in the world, linking people's dreamscapes, and shouldered this burden himself. From this, he created a giant, a spiritual atom. And since that moment, the giant stood between heaven and earth, becoming the pillar of the world's existence.
His music sounds
As a
very familiar.
price, those who found it hard to move forward,
I never played
who
Honkai
could
back there, by the way.
advance, forever lost their future. They slumbered in a dream, devoid of disaster and pain, living out their days peacefully in the man's created utopia. And it is because of the wishes of those people who wished not to awaken that this spiritual atom became unbreakable.
And yet, you stand here right now, which also means that man failed.
Because people must always move towards the future. Even if human weaknesses make them pause when they truly cannot move forward, humanity will eventually seek a way to save itself. And that man, he was never a failure. Like everyone in that world, he etched the possibilities of human nature into his heart. He was the sun chaser of legend, soaring towards the sky and embracing his final victory with his fall. He ascended to heights uncharted, only to come face to face with the sun, a place not visited by anyone before. His wings would melt because of it, only for him to fall into the sea. And after that, countless others would surpass him, soaring to even greater heights.
A fitting metaphor for the Nameless's trailblazing spirit. Thank you, Mr. Yang. I know what you wish to confirm. The universe has innumerable similar, yet different worlds. In these worlds, there are innumerable people who look alike, yet don't. I, too, have embarked on journeys, encountering old friends with familiar faces on different worlds, witnessing their destinies follow paths similar to mine. So I will tell you.
Alright, we canonize the Pixies.
Even if not completely similar, the story you just told, it overlaps with my past. And within that abyssal dream, I ended that man's life. Alone. I am not who you think I am. Nor will my home be as fortunate as your world.
I am sorry.
It's fine. I don't mind, so long as I can alleviate your suspicions.
There's something I still wish to know, Miss.
Like that, I know you, but you don't know me. I'm
Under
not
that
wrong.
representation of the hunt, exactly what sort of power is it that has motivated your solitary journey thus far?
Mr. Yang, before answering that question, I wish to continue the previous topic. I like your analogy very much. Indeed, birds are born to fly. But in a distant past, their ancestors could only gaze at the sky in envy.
It's crazy, we're getting a
They saw that faraway ray of light from
Ron
above the
Mitt, not
heavens,
Ron Mitt, like
piercing
a Raiden.
clouds and blanketing the earth. And so, time and time
Alright,
again,
a Pixie that's
generation
once again
after
dealing with eternity.
the birds spread their wings and took to the sky,
Yes, I think I said
attempting to
Ron
touch
earlier.
its
I didn't
ceiling,
mean to say Ron Mitt.
all because the
I said
sun was
Raiden.
there.
Raiden Mitt.
Then, what if the last bird finally soars into the sky, only to realize that the end of the light is not the sun, but darkness? Then why, exactly, do we even walk towards the light?
There's that nihility. He soared to the sun and fell into the sun only, but because of his actions, everyone else rose because of him. But her story, she is Icarus, but she didn't find the sun. She found nothing.
Having fun on Penacony? Acheron?
This voice, it's not Constance. Could it be her companion?
Though I don't know exactly what you are, or what you're up to, my bullets will find you. Until then, you best find a casket store on Penacony and ask the owner to reserve a good quality casket for you, imposter.
Among Us?
Imposter? I see. She gave my whereabouts to someone who's tracking Acheron too. Who are you?
Huh? Did I make a mistake? Who the heck are you?
I'm the Garden of Recollection's memo keeper.
Not bad.
Good enough,
This is
Cadex?
the kind of tough challenge I like. You that imposter's bodyguard? Never mind. It's fine. I'll leave a round for you. So get that forehead clean and wait for me.
I don't know what you're talking about, but you know Acheron, the Galaxy Ranger, yes? I have something to ask you.
Are you asking me to write your will?
Fucking space cowboy.
Go ahead.
This is nice.
Not quite. I only want to ask, how exactly did she become a Galaxy Ranger? She's clearly not a path strider of the hunt, but you are, aren't you?
He's
Tell
fucking
me,
a hunter.
what's Acheron's deal?
Sure. Heck, never thought I'd come across an ally. What a stroke of luck.
Damn right, it's a stroke of luck.
Well, I'll be on Penacony soon. Memo Keeper, go buy a bottle of Donna's White Oak and warm it up. And I'll raise a glass to you. That lady's passed. Well, nobody knows. But if all you want is a simple answer, sure, you best get a chair and take a seat. That woman, named Acheron, is an emanator who should not exist.
Emanator that shouldn't exist. That's a new one. She shouldn't exist. Yeah, this dude's fucked here, bro. You are beyond fucked in that story. Holy
You look
shit.
pale. Or is that also part of your act?
I didn't think you'd have the nerve to show yourself.
Well, she, did he? Let's see if Ratio did betray
this
him.
was exactly what you wanted. After all, I faithfully fulfilled my duties as you instructed. Just tell me if you can't hold on any longer.
So, the genius of the Council of Mundanites wants to be my Undertaker now. What an honor.
Mundanites.
Yes, and I'm pretty sure the people at the Strategic Investment Department would love to be notified of your death in due time. But let's not forget, you won't be seeing them, because I'm the manager of this task.
Great. Then tell your people that Aventurine is ready to go in 17 system hours.
Oh, you've got a lot of nerve. How exactly do you plan on completing your task while your hands are tied by the harmony?
Well, my conversation with Sunday convinced me that there's a traitor in the family. That they hold the secrets of Penacony. So, I took the opportunity to set everything in motion. I even managed to recover the gift money. Things haven't gone this smoothly since I walked through the doors of the Reverie. Now I'm only one step away from victory. Let's just wait and see.
Sounds like a very elaborate way of saying that you failed.
Yeah, let's wait and see.
That's all I can say. Have you forgotten, Doctor? You betrayed me. Go. Do what you must. I look forward to the sight of the IPC fleet surrounding Penacony. You've achieved what you desired, haven't you?
That's true, but what's your plan? Did you conceal an orbital support beacon in that gift money bag?
Well, who knows? Maybe that's why I'm handing out cash even when I'm about to bite the dust.
You are indeed a gambler. An insane one at that.
All in or nothing.
Maybe I am.
You never stop gambling until you have nothing left.
Who knows?
And now he has only one thing left to wager: his life.
Here, take this. Open it when you're on your last legs. You'll thank me.
What's this? Medical advice?
Like a medical device.
You catch on pretty fast, Doctor. Asking me to solve a case without giving a single clue. How typical of you, you wing-headed scoundrel.
Damn, bro. Under the threat of the Hartman.
You're all on edge about that stowaway. It's just as I guessed it would be. As for now, let the rain of wealth from the IPC fall evenly on everyone.
Let's see our Monday Insight. Most exquisite stroke in doctor's prescription within. Dr. Richard advised you only unveil the moment of life or death. You look distressed, so tell me so you can figure it out yourself. Dude, we can just wrong. This story is actually fire. Okay. This is like when fucking Sumeru has come out and I was like, oh bro, we're getting some hype shit, bro. Kinda like Fontaine a bit, but I'd say more like Sumeru.
Would you be willing to support my performance?
Oh, it's the rose.
Keep the song of beauty alive in the cosmos?
The clockwork you do.
Wow, how fabulous! But why would you give such a wonderful gift to a random stranger like me?
Because you're singing.
Well, you see, I can't bear to see anyone in this sweet dream suffering from poverty.
That's incredibly kind of you. Thank you so much, sir. If you ever get the chance, please, feel free to come by and indulge in my singing.
Sure thing. Oh, by the way, do you happen to know anything interesting about death?
That direct.
Death? That's a pretty scary topic, and it doesn't really match the mood of this sweet dream.
Okay, I like the voice actor.
Oh, you see, I'm a tabloid reporter collecting ghost stories in Penacony.
Oh, ghost stories. Very nice of you.
The more chilling the stories, the more attention they get. Maybe you could help me out.
Well, if you're up for some gossip, it's not about death, but there have been some rumors about a guest at the reality hotel who fell into a deep sleep and didn't wake up.
First person we talked to already has
It's
some
like
rumors.
they were in some sort of coma. Nobody knows what caused it, but luckily the customer eventually regained consciousness. Well, all customers are under the protection of the family, after all.
You paid good money to be here, so yeah, I hope so.
Thank you. This will make for a very juicy headline. May Shibe protect us.
Jipe, that's how you say it. I thought it was Zype.
That's actually what happens to your body if your brain dies in a dream. But unfortunately, the customer ended up waking up in the end.
Okay, so is Robin... So what the fuck happened to Robin, though?
I can feel something inside my head. Is the harmony starting to kick in?
The world has truly lost its way.
You talking about Cha, bro?
You. Wait. I get it now. This is some sort of prank show, right? You must have
No
some
loyalty.
cameras set up around here to film yourself doing good deeds, right?
I mean, I would. Should be pretty easy.
Youngsters are always looking for a quick way to get an audience.
Quick
You
way
know
to an
what?
audience.
A truly great show never comes easy.
A great show will start soon, old man.
Yeah,
but
right
before
about that.
I need to ask you something. Do you know where I can find death in this dream?
Now, that's a hell of a question.
Ah, I see. Another fearless youngster looking for death. Oh, well, let me give you a piece of advice. Don't think you're the first one who's ever thought of that idea. Death? Not even remotely innovative. I bought it from Dr. Edward. He claimed it was some
Dr. Edward.
exclusive fancy schmancy stuff. Oh, what a disappointment.
Yeah, death is something fancy. Bro,
First, some monster covered in eyes stabs you in the gut, and then all you see are blurry glimpses of buildings and lights. The sky was spinning so fast it almost made me puke.
Bruh.
Is that all?
You serious?
Yeah, what else can you expect? Don't put too much stock in the Penacony movie industry. They even call this junk groundbreaking art. Can you believe it?
That...
What a joke. Well, I'll leave you be then. I hope you have a wonderful day.
A movie?
A monster covered in eyes. That sounds like the Memory Zone name. But buildings and lights... I don't think those have anything to do with death. Well, that whole dream bubble was probably created using rumors and gossip.
It's a great way to get in, a dream bubble. We can glimpse the truth.
The disturbing voice in my head. It's getting closer.
Take care, my friend. If you ever find yourself in danger, remember
That's gotta be
that
Dr. Bastian's
the
voice
hounds
actor.
are always ready to help.
That has to be. But there's no way that's not his voice actor. Mud soap sparrow unable to fly near its head.
You don't look good, my friend. If you need assistance, I can contact the hotel and have them wake you up forcefully.
That won't be necessary. I have some business to attend to.
Wonder how that would work.
But thank you all the same.
All right then. If you ever need help, don't hesitate to reach out to us hounds.
Well, actually, I do need a favor. As the most outstanding hound in Penacony, have you come across any stowaways recently?
Stowaways? How could there be stowaways in Penacony? We've never had anything like that before.
All right. Good luck with your work then. What was I even thinking? Family would never share intel with the IPC.
Interesting. I mean, not very interesting, but
Everyone
like, yeah.
have to go through so much torment before joining the family? Darn it. Now I just want to dig out my brain and use it as evidence.
Oh my god, I got harmony built.
Blissful reprieve.
Bochi?
Drowned in
Yeah,
a
okay,
thousand sorrows. Let worries leave. I know I have what it takes to become a poet.
Bro, here you go, bro.
You're giving these gems to me? Didn't expect to meet such a generous soul in this place. Or are you just pitying me? Well, it really doesn't matter. As long as I have Soul Glad, that's enough. This is just a dream after all.
You really shouldn't drink so much Soul Glad, my friend. It's not good for your health.
It's only a dream, though.
Oh. Maybe I really should quit. But not before meeting the Devil of Soul Glad.
You're about to get shivved by an eye demon.
The Devil of Soul Glad?
I can feel
Care
it,
to
brother.
elaborate?
Yeah. It's a seahorse with a long neck.
How does that mean?
They say it loves to appear to drunk people, especially the ones who are passed out on the side of the road. How funny.
Yeah.
Very, very funny.
Very funny indeed.
What does that
Thank
mean? Fucking drunk. What's that? It'd be close to 17 hours, bro. How you getting bodied already?
You want to talk to me? Sure, but nothing too sensitive, okay?
Got these gems from
Wealthy people have fancy ways to enjoy this dream. But to be honest,
I've never seen anyone who gives out money to others like you. So, are you trying to be the prince from the tale?
His voice is
handing out
very
his gold
familiar.
leaf garment and melting his lead heart in the fire?
I'm
Honestly,
flattered.
that's exactly what's happening.
I'm no prince, and I just thought these gems would help you speak. So, as an investigative reporter, maybe
No sensitive topics.
you've heard something about death.
Homie jumps to the most sensitive of topics.
Another curious soul. I see. Well, that was actually the topic I was most into when I entered the
Who's her
industry.
voice? I recognize her voice.
But my boss shut it down.
Where's it from?
How did your boss talk you out of it?
Well, she simply said, covering baseless urban legends like that would make us look like some third-rate tabloid. I thought about it, and she had a point. Reporting on stuff like blowing
What
out
character
birthday
is she?
candles and getting spooked by nightmare ghosts isn't exactly professional material.
Hey, bro, we need to go something wrong.
Guess she's got a point. Thank you for sharing.
Again, we were a ragtag crew and that was all food. So we weren't exactly. But it has not been 17 hours. How are you dying?
Were you wanting to talk to me? Sorry, I thought you were checking out something behind me.
Well, the gem, brothers.
Gift? For me? Are you sure this isn't some kind of mistake?
Nah, bro, I'm taking my life on it.
Yes, it's for you. Just take it.
Is this for real? Someone is actually giving me a gift. Not for my parents, but for me. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I don't
No, it's not much.
do stuff transit.
I
Can you
just
take
wanna ask
materials
you
from the dream into the real? You can take materials from the real one into the dream.
I knew it.
At least you could transfer
What's
anything.
on your mind? Are you
So
trying to
weird.
ask about my father or my mother?
Neither.
Neither. I just wanted to know if you've ever heard about death in the dreamscape.
Oh, you sound just like my father. Always warning me about danger, even in dreams. He's an Intellitron, so
How does that
dream
work?
entry methods are different from us organics.
What?
Can't count on him to protect me if something does go haywire. Funny, right now I'm still under his protection. How ironic.
Are you part robot? So does your mom, like...
Stay positive. Gold will always shine one day, right?
Go to the stock market, go on gold. Eventually said,
The devil of Soulglad, dangers in the dream, and nightmare ghosts. Well, surely death is a popular topic in this sweet dream granted by the family. Well, I've collected a bunch of rumors, but no useful clues.
that's true. We're collecting shit for nothing. Let's go, child.
Remember what I said. You Sigonians are better off hiding in the sewers.
Why does Sparkle pretend to be a little girl?
Look at you, snooping around and sticking your nose everywhere.
I'm not Sigonian. Please say
Is
that.
the smell of death so enticing, my fine fellow?
Have they not caught you?
Oh, it's you, masked fool. I should have guessed it. You're the imposter who appeared
Among
on
Us?
TV after Robin's death, right?
I heard you got caught by the family. I gave you a clear clue. Befriend a mute. Simple and straightforward, you know? And what did you do? You messed it up and ended up as their prisoner.
It's not wrong.
I
You
told
can't
you to make
fucked
friends
everything
with a
up.
mute, not become one yourself. You really let me down.
What do you mean?
You know better than I do. Who watched the little songbird that couldn't sing perish right before their eyes? You did, Blondie.
Make friends with a mute. The body. You can't
No,
sing.
I mean...
He's muted.
What did you mean by becoming one myself?
Well, it means you'll soon end up like her, unable to speak ever again. But it's a good thing if you ask me, because
Because I'm getting closer to the truth, right?
Oh?
Why else do you think I'm handing out cheap trinkets all over the streets, fool? All part of the act. Fool's bait. The more pathetic I seem, the more likely you'll come sniffing around. So, now that I've drawn you out...
Always turns it on its head.
reward me
He
with an
absolutely had
answer
no
for
fucking
my
plan, but he's quick on his feet. I like that.
Why should I help you?
Don't you want to see Penacony descend into... chaos? Well, I can make that happen. I just need an answer to one question. Back then,
He's
when you
infected
asked
by
me
the
to find
family.
a mute,
There's no way they can't hear him.
did you really mean Robin?
And what if I say no?
Whose raven is that?
Then I'll thank you. Oh, the word no has never sounded so pleasing.
It narrows down what he's looking for, so he's right.
Well done. I admit I underestimated you, but what difference would it make? Let me tell you something. There were 2 mutes, but one is dead now, and the other, though he's still in Penacony, I'm afraid you'll never find him again.
Now I'm completely sure that I was on the right track from the beginning and never strayed, fool. Right now, there are only 2 things missing from my grasp. The meaning behind the truth, and the means to expose it.
How impressive. That's quite a fancy way of saying I haven't learned anything so far.
Every time, bro. They're always shitting on
Not
him.
exactly.
He is the Yang Sing of being
I've gathered enough clues to prove its existence. And that's enough for me. As for the answers to my questions, I'll find them within 16 system hours.
Oh, really? Only 16 system hours? Well, let me lend you a hand. Here you go. This is my precious, mutually assured destruction button.
Hey, is it
and I
real?
have one just like it. When either of us presses it, the other and the whole of Penacony will go up in smoke.
Interesting. Black Swan saw
If you're
that too.
really so desperate for the IPC to take over Penacony, blowing up the chessboard isn't a bad idea. Start from scratch. That's where the IPC excels, right?
There's no way. I wonder what it actually does.
Just press the button when you're at your wit's end. And of course, feel free to reach out to me for my hospice care too.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
Oh, deadly button, huh? Well, I guess the family didn't take your threat seriously at all. Otherwise, how on earth did you manage to bring it in here?
I have my own ways. That's all you need to know.
It's not, we know she's not like an Emanator or anything. She's just a follower.
I'm afraid I'll have to decline
and
the
she has her
offer.
mask.
Who knows if your little gadget will actually work. By the way, I have no plans to search for the other mute friend
He's an
you speak
illusioneer.
of, but it's good to hear that he's still here in Penacony. I'll handle the rest myself. I'll orchestrate a grand finale for the downfall of the family. And at the climax, the walls will crumble, people will wake up, and those who couldn't speak will find their voices again.
The Trailblazers.
When that time comes,
The originals.
go ahead. Press the button, light up the sky with a magnificent fireworks display for me. Catch you later, fool.
You're still talking big. But sure, if that happens, I'll stay true to my word. Just
Honestly,
don't let me down
I'm
now.
not too sure
Okay?
what he pieced together. Bro, slave adventuring.
So, number 35.
you're back. Like your new lucky charm.
Can a commodity code really be considered a lucky charm?
Silence! I didn't give you permission to speak, you Sigonian hound. The guys in black didn't say much, so I've no idea what you did to save your skin in that massacre back in the day. But I figured you must have had good luck, so I bought you.
I'm gonna say when he was his sister, that was pre-massacre.
You and your good luck are my assets. Are we clear? Your first task is simple. In addition to you, I've purchased 34 other slaves. Go and play a game with them. You came out alive after 2 days. It proves that you are the real deal.
He's like opposite Bennett. Bennett has horrible luck, he gets put in shit situations. Eventually you're super lucky, but he gets put into the worst situations where he'll come out on top.
Aren't you worried that the money you spent on me will go to waste?
That's panicked worse. He's got like a monkey's paw type of luck. Where it's like, you're super lucky. Monkey's paw crows, but you're also put in the worst situations ever. Like, you're captured in the slave trade, and you'll be the best slave and survive. But you're still a slave.
I've got stacks on stacks, Blondie. The slave market is never short of self-righteous brats like you.
I got stacks on stacks. Good Christ.
But you look good. And that's why many customers are betting their fortunes on a scrawny brat like you.
I would not want to hear
So
do
go
me as a
along
slave
now
master
and,
saying you look
don't
good.
let your master down.
I know some motherfuckers be writing some fanfics about this now. Especially females.
How much
They love
did
this
you
type of
spend?
shit.
What?
My price. How much did you pay for me?
Huh. You really want to know? Well, it was 60 tanba. No more, no less.
I'll take my chances. 30 tanba. If I come back alive, you'll give me 30 tanba. Deal?
Are you trying to strike a bet with me? Oh, you've got some guts.
I knew I liked adventure.
Sorry, but that won't do. Don't forget your place.
I want to pull with him. I want to pull for him too.
You're not qualified to be at the table.
Because his build is what I like. His like style.
You're just a chip. A life thrown away in someone else's hands. Either you come back with more chips for your master, or you never come back. It's all or nothing.
Well, this Destiny ass fucking
lucky hound.
Beyond Light ass music, bro.
What brings you here, Gallagher?
Some friends from the old days.
Terrible voice. No.
Do you have a moment to spare, Siobhan?
Oh, I have the whole day to spare. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dream Jolt Hostelry. This bar offers a wide variety of drinks, but we draw the line at Soulglad. Why settle for ordinary when you can experience extraordinary?
Oh,
We're dedicated
God.
to serving up nothing but pure joy and laughter. What would you like to drink? I'll whip it up for you.
So glad.
Oh, look! A lady as cool as Serval.
I think he is Serval.
Who's Serval? Will you introduce me to her? Huh?
Oops. She's heard us.
Just spare them, my esteemed bartender. I'll take over the bar today.
Rare.
I'm getting up there in age, and I need some practice before I forget the skills that used to put food on my table. Where did you stash the ingredients?
They're all under the counter. Since our guests have traveled from afar, shouldn't you whip up some special drinks?
Yeah,
that's
so good.
exactly what I had in mind. Hey, my friends, do me a favor. Go around the bar and bring me any ingredients you fancy. The discussion might take quite some time, so I'll prepare some customized, non-alcoholic drinks for you.
A fucking bartending top.
Bar?
That's one way to get information.
Aren't all the ingredients right there on the counter?
Why, we're in a dream, my lovely lady.
Oh,
You can help yourself to
gay-coded.
anything if you wish for it. Comfort, hunger, confusion, or even boredom. It's all within reach, right at your fingertips.
Oh, did you hear that? She just called me my lovely lady.
Bro, March, you are
Even
not
in reality,
gay-coded.
mixing
Even with
drinks
them
is more
colors.
than just throwing ingredients together. A bartender needs to capture the bar's atmosphere, master technique, and spin a tale of mystery and anticipation.
You'd be missing the most bumfuck drinks, but you gotta make it presentable and stylized to your bar.
Perfect drink crafted with a customer's life story be created.
What is this, bro?
In other words, what you get from your drink is down to luck, so don't overthink it. Indecisiveness has no place when it comes to enjoyment.
Our drinks would be called a Stellaron special, bro. Something stupid. Hello, Miss Emika.
It's Soul Glad! But I thought they didn't sell Soul Glad at the bar. Let's give it a shake. Nice, it's still fizzy and has a long shelf life.
What soda's got long shelves life? These decorations.
Yeah, perhaps. Soul Glad is a classic in Penacony, and it'd be strange for a bar not to have it.
Sure.
Why don't they sell Soul Glad in this bar? Did something happen?
It's all about the bartender's pride. It wouldn't make sense for customers to come here and order drinks they can find anywhere else.
That's true.
That's the mindset I use when I brew my coffee.
Your coffee's sludge.
You're right, Himeko.
Your coffee is death. What we got here?
Hey, look at all these chips scattered everywhere.
A few days ago, an actor from the Iris family came. Caused a ruckus with Siobhan. Those chips must have gotten scattered during all the chaos.
I was gonna knock his ass out. So enemies drop gold coins even in a dream.
That's a clever metaphor.
Is it a metaphor?
That being said, opening a bar in this place, filled with monsters, is quite a feat. Siobhan must have a lot of tricks up her sleeve, right?
You'll have to ask her yourself to find out. But I have a feeling she won't budge unless you impress her with an incredible drink.
Or we have to make it. I thought you were gonna make it for us.
That's quite a stash. Not sure if it's enough.
Stay out of my way. I'm looking for Siobhan.
Oh boy.
Haven't I made myself clear enough, Miss Amiki? The Dream Jolt hostelry only welcomes guests who want to enjoy a drink to their heart's content. I'm sorry, but I'm not interested in your proposal.
I investigate a murder mystery.
The talent. You'll attract a huge audience. You're destined for the Iris stage, not for this rundown shack.
I swear to God, she's a guitarist.
Come with me. We'll become the talk of Penacony, a shining light into every corner of the dreamscape. Please, Siobhan, I really need you.
As you see, I'm entertaining my guests. Don't make me repeat myself.
Fine.
This is a Halo.
If you don't come along, I'll just sit here and not go anywhere else. Give me a sparkling drink. Sweet. With extra ice.
Just one moment.
What's her deal? We can't discuss the case with other people hanging around the bar.
Hey, can you do that clockwork trick of yours again?
Not even you too.
Yeah, I'm counting on you.
Work with my brain magic.
You're one of Siobhan's guests, right? What can I do for you? If you're here to convince me to leave, please stop. I just don't get why she won't leave this place. This rundown shack with no customers.
This place is kind of like a boss. Beast. He's got no customers. I mean, yeah, perhaps you can try to raise various experience to see what different emotions can burn. She's calm? Maybe if we turn her sad, she'll just leave.
It's ridiculous, right? Our paths were never meant to cross, yet I'm still holding on to her. I'm too timid and shy, longing to shine but afraid of stepping into the spotlight. I need her guidance because I'll never be able to do anything alone.
Jesus, that's our confidence,
I
nigga.
don't know Siobhan's past.
Nor did I ask.
I have no clue how radiant she used to be. Even among the talented Iris family, her
Fucking
skill
radiant, bro. What is she, a stolen
was
warlock?
unmatched.
What exactly did she
I
do?
know she probably thinks I'm just trying to ride her fame to get ahead. But all I want
The Iris family.
is for her to reclaim her place.
Liquid filling your goblet.
She's still not leaving.
Turn on dance.
Maybe I'll have to try again.
I just don't get why she won't leave this place.
Get that anger.
Those darn Iris jerks! They're the ones who forced Siobhan into hiding here, running this pesky bar. It's all their dirty scheming. I get it now.
Ugh, I know you could talk to Siobhan before. I have not seen her.
She doesn't want to run into them again.
I've been to this bar like 4 times. I've never seen her actually at the bar.
I can help clear the way for her. I can do her a favor. I'll go back and write a letter to the Dream Master exposing the crimes committed by the Iris family. Siobhan will definitely appreciate it.
Didn't do anything?
I just don't get why.
I guess Lucy's happy then. Let me have to see all the options.
I've seen it. The moment when Siobhan and I share the stage.
Are you singers?
The crowd is going wild. Applause crashing like waves. The aroma of irises fills the air. A beautiful melody playing. Ribbons dancing around us.
Ribbons.
And the taste is sweeter than honey. I've seen that scene countless times in my dreams, and every time it mesmerizes me. That's why I have to bring her back to that world, no matter what it takes.
Alright, you are obsessed, lady.
Want to raise a glass, my attentive listener? Let's consider it a toast to my far-fetched dream.
The white grape soda.
Well, talking to you has got me feeling a bit down. My thoughts are swirling, making my mind clear, and bringing tears to my eyes.
I wonder how they're gonna shoehorn in a side story. It's been a lot of plot.
I should find a place to reflect on what Siobhan truly means to me.
We're gonna text after all the quests are done for this
Please.
storyline.
Pass it on to her. I'm leaving now.
I wonder if she was in a band or something, or she is a singer.
That's good for her.
and we're like, oh, she looks Serval. I wonder if
Radiant
she's
dreams may
literally
be
a
enticing, but nothing
Serval
more than
Dixie,
dreams.
like a Serval clone. Like, you know, like
Her drink is on the house.
I've seen the same person in the universe.
Please keep the money.
That'd be fucking
When
crazy.
you're ready, go to Gallagher.
If every area we go to is a different
I can tell
Serval,
he's itching to show off his skills.
that should be funny as fuck, to be honest. If there's like multiple Servals and then we make like a galactic band after.
That being said,
I think that'd be
mixing a
really
drink is
cool.
way simpler than you'd imagine. Just pick your favorite ingredients.
Got
toss them in a
Belladog
glass,
Serval,
mix it up,
Xianlu Fu
and
Serval,
it's done.
or Xianzhou Alliance
So
Serval.
go ahead, explore the bar, and bring me any ingredients you prefer. Nice work. Let me take. You found some interesting ingredients there. Each drink has its own unique flavor, and the base ingredient
Dude,
sets
shit.
the tone for the initial taste and the lingering aftertaste.
Classic Soul Glad. Is there more stuff? I think there's more stuff we could find. Oh, maybe there's not more stuff we can find. Oh, here we go.
Check out this bottle.
Check
The
out this
liquid
awesome
inside
bottle.
looks beautiful.
I wonder what Marcy's
And
new
the
class is going
label
to be.
reads
They talked about her being
Dream
new.
syrup. Thick. I don't see an expiration date, but the production date is
Who gives a shit, March?
half an amber era ago.
Holy shit.
Ugh, drinking this stuff can't lead to anything good. That's for sure.
That's the one we're choosing. But you drink everything.
That's true. But this really doesn't seem fresh.
Did you find the bottle of syrup I've been hoarding? Don't worry, it's all just a dream and it won't upset your stomach. It's been aging for years and should have a refined taste by now.
Refined?
Feel free to have some. It's perfect for entertaining lovely guests like you.
What does that mean? That's gotta be sarcastic.
Then we'll keep it for now.
Alright, bro, we're gonna make the March 7th drink, bro. We're as close as possible to March 7th colors.
That being said, so go ahead. Nice work. You found some interest. Each drink has its own unique flavor.
Use the March 7th syrup.
You won't find a sweeter drink anywhere in Penacony. And that's what today's dream seekers crave. Now that you've chosen the base, it's time to pick the adjunct. The ingredient that'll create a marvelous chemical reaction with the base. It should give an unforgettable taste without overpowering the main tone.
Well, how shall we miss it? Bright future. We're clearly missing, like.
The taste is not very intense, yet evocative.
Sweet but enduring.
After those despicables sent Mikhail away, I found myself lost in the
Mikhail.
wilderness of my dreams. They say that even the dirt here oozes with sweetness. All I tasted was stoic bitterness.
Mikhail.
Dude, who the fuck is Mikhail, bro?
Almost there. Let's pick a decoration. Which style do you prefer? Anything you need, I've got it.
Draws its concentric circles. Honors coin-shaped lemon slices.
Concentric circles. May you always remember where you started.
Harmony,
Well,
okay.
it's done.
Sweet, enduring, and harmonic.
Here's to you, dreamer, with this glass of the premature burial.
What?
To bringing time to a standstill.
Premature burial.
Well done, Gallagher.
Alright.
You're not over the hill yet.
We made early death.
So, are you satisfied?
Oh, the flavors! They're way more sophisticated than Soul Glad.
The richness and layers of these flavors are a masterpiece, especially with the adjuncts. I can taste the spicy and sour notes with a hint of sweetness.
What did I chose?
I'm not entirely sure what it all means. Maybe Mr. Gallagher can shed some light on it.
Yeah, what's the metaphor for this?
Well, if you're expecting a profound answer, I'm afraid I'll disappoint you.
All right, never mind.
The imagery it implies is pretty straightforward. It's just a glimpse of what this dream truly tastes like. Nothing more.
Does this true taste have anything to do with that Mikhail?
Mikhail? I've heard this name in my dream. Have I?
Yeah, that name does sound familiar. When you got knocked out by that masked fool girl, I think I heard someone calling that name. Do you remember?
Nope.
I was right about you. You guys seem to know quite a bit.
There's a reason the
And now
family is
there's
just
no
out here.
reason to hide anything from you anymore. Let's dig deeper into the case, and of course, I'll tell you a story about Mikhail. All right, let's start with what we know based on the clues the family has. It seems that Firefly isn't a local or an invited guest. In other words, she's a stowaway.
And we knew that part. You knew
She
that
managed
too.
to fool me at first.
Oh, okay.
My age must be getting the best of me. But here on the planet of festivities, stowaways are a common sight. You're bound to run into one sooner or later. After the incident, the hounds wasted no time searching for that girl in both the dreamscape and reality. But here's the thing. We only received bad news, and the trickiest kind at that. She simply vanished, leaving no trace in the dreamscape or reality, as if she had never come to Penacony at all.
He never did.
Huh? Does that mean...
They entered from outside. Death eradicator? Things will turn out different than we think. She's a ghost.
That's impossible. The problem now is not that she's dead, but that it's as if she had never existed in the first place. Let me be frank. This case, actually,
Interesting.
is unlike anything the Bloodhound family has dealt with before.
She was like her own mimetic entity.
Dealt with before. So, death does happen in Penacony, if I understand correctly.
You've witnessed it, so there's no need to hide.
Well, I
Even the
witnessed it.
shiniest city has its dark side. We're all adults here. Surely I don't need to explain too much to you. Confronting the family based on that alone would be naive. Death may occur in sweet dreams. So what? Such events are highly unlikely and only affect a tiny number of people. If you really want to delve deeper into this case, you need to understand the true problem with the family.
I guess it's time to tell the story of that Mikhail.
We keep beating around the bush that the family
You're
is
very
the problem.
perceptive. The Astral Express has received that music box too, right? Do you know the secrets it holds?
There's a message. Witness the impossible in the realm of dreams. Find the legacy of the Watchmaker, father of Penacony, and thus the answer to the question, why does life slumber?
The dream.
That's the exact wording.
Hey, why are you laughing? Wait, did you write it? It's quite poetic.
That shit's existed long before him.
No, but I'm the officer in charge of this case. So how could I not know? I'm sure you must have noticed that this message didn't come from the family. You might have even guessed that the relationship between the family and the Watchmaker isn't as close as it seems.
That's just your speculation.
Just like the IPC wants to take over this place.
It's hard to
The
believe
family most
that
likely
the
took
father
over
of
whatever the Watchmaker's
Penacony
legacy.
and its actual managers are at odds.
Now I can assure you that your speculation is absolutely correct. The family has considered the Watchmaker an enemy for a long time, but the hounds haven't been able to track him down, as he seems to be living only in the characters and stories he created. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever wondered why the family allowed the Watchmaker to send out such a ridiculous message to the outside world, inviting you here and causing chaos?
In the hopes something would draw him out.
You want to seize this opportunity to expose the Watchmaker.
Well, now you understand why the Oak family authorized the Nameless to assist in the investigation, but kept you in the dark, right? Because the Watchmaker is not the legend of the Land of the Dreams at all. He's the most shameful stain in the history of Penacony, and he's the root cause of all the anomalies in the dreamscape.
Let's do Mikhail. Is he the Watchmaker?
You don't get it? Well, I mean, Mikhail, the betrayer of the family, he's the Watchmaker.
So Mikhail's the Watchmaker.
Here we are, Clock Studios theme park, the most popular entertainment center in Penacony.
Wait, aren't we supposed to be discussing the Watchmaker? I would have expected you to take us to maybe a library or an archive room of sorts, but an amusement park?
Because this place is the Watchmaker.
The culture of the city reflects its history in the most authentic way. To you, it's a fun place. But to me, it's a prison for the planet's past.
These are all the Watchmaker's creations.
You know that Penacony
not
used
the
to be
families.
the IPC's prison planet, right? All the prisoners were brought here, helping the Garden of Recollection salvage the leaking memoria from the macro void.
Whatever that means.
The prolonged exposure to high concentrations of memoria caused a unique phenomenon. The dreams of countless prisoners intersected and overlapped, and people started meeting each other in their dreams, living lives that were almost identical to reality. But everything has a price, and sweet dreams are no exception. In the end, the dream world was unable to alleviate the suffering of prisoners in reality. One of the prisoners broke free from the IPC's shackles and fought for freedom.
They put them in mind prison.
He is Hanu, the great leader of Dreamville, the great peacemaker.
We literally did this in the
faithful
event.
companion of the underdogs.
The Clocky cartoon's actually a documentary. Yeah, when we did the prison break event, and we're like, the story's very interesting. Where how they're breaking out of prison, and the prisoners ask, "Can we really dream of a better reality?"
History is always written by the winners. However, it's undeniable that Clocky is an animation that draws from Penacony's actual history. These characters not only exist in Dreamville, but also in the distant past. Once you realize this, you'll understand why we're here.
There are so many members of the Bloodhound family around here.
They just received a lockdown order, supposedly from Sunday himself. Who knows what it's for?
Oh boy. I think after this quest we're gonna call
so many
the stream of the videos.
I've never seen anything like this, even when they're tracking down suspects.
Aren't you a captain? Can you get us in? Jesus. Whole army's here. Something must have happened.
Well, it's a masterpiece from the family after all. Besides the followers of the preservation, the family members are the best at creating mind-blowing marvels.
I can imagine.
Let's find a quiet spot and continue our conversation. View here is great, right? We can see everything from here.
Can we?
Including Clocky.
If all the characters in the animation are based on characters in reality, then Clocky's counterpart is definitely the Watchmaker. In the animation, he's Hanu's partner and one of the founders of Dreamville. Does that mean the Watchmaker was personally involved in that war?
And we can see Clocky and wield his power.
It was a
So are we able to
monumental
wield the
war for
Clockmaker's
freedom.
powers?
Hanunu fought alongside a motley crew of masked fools, nameless, history fictionologists, mourning actors, omen vanguards, even visitors from beyond the sky. In the end,
Hey,
they
Genshin's.
emerged victorious. Among them was the person who would eventually be known as the Watchmaker.
But if you do the math, doesn't that mean the Watchmaker was around for several centuries?
Yep.
I'm not sure, but
Oh, okay.
Mikhail was already the Watchmaker when I met him. So maybe he inherited the title.
Legacy title, right?
How old are you now, Mr. Officer?
Oh yeah, wait, you met Mikhail?
I'm 13.
No way. Not even close.
13,000.
Anunu freed the frontier prison, but peace still eluded him. With limited resources, threats from the outside world, and internal conflicts between major prison districts, the future of Osdana was uncertain.
That's not the first time. I know that's like a throwaway haha joke line. That's the first time we've seen 13. It just clicked. When fucking Acheron said the Intelligron up for his 13th auction, nobody ever looked at him again. And now this guy, now Gallagher just said, I'm 13. And when we asked the Bloodhounds, who? Who's Gallagher? Interesting. And he has a bar in the middle of nowhere. Except he's not real. Because the two Bloodhounds answered to us when we were like, hey, when Gallagher said that's not the woman we're looking for. It's like, oh yes sir. But that's very interesting that he was 13.
It wasn't until the Watchmaker approached the family with the idea of turning the prison into the planet of festivities that Penacony finally gained its name and glory.
We also gained on the fact that Blocky, the Clockwork, the Watchmaker, 12 hours. You know, the golden hour is always at the 11th hour, right before midnight. And he's 13, and the 13th person. You see how, like, 13 is already an unlucky number. But if we're going off the clock references too, 13, there is no 13th hour on a clock.
Thus, he became known as the father of Penacony.
So, in essence, you technically could say when she said, how old are you? And he says, I'm 13. If you're referencing a clock, he's timeless. He's not on a clock.
But didn't you say the Watchmaker betrayed the family? And you said you were his companion, so that means you...
No, I'm not his companion, but rather one of his many children. But I am indeed a traitor. Not to the family,
Interesting.
but to...
So, he's one of the Watchmaker's children. He's a creation.
What did you do?
I did nothing. And that's the worst betrayal of all.
Apathy.
Just like you, I had close companions. We dedicated ourselves to Penacony. But the Oak family, they set us up.
That's why he doesn't like Soulglad. Soulglad is probably a creation of the Watchmaker and like represents his legacy. How can you continue to sell and look at a legacy of something that you betrayed? Okay, it's making more
was too
sense.
old to protect his children anymore.
This is a lot more interesting
So we
than I
left
thought.
the family to find our own path.
He's not just a bartender.
We're branded traitors of the Harmony, even though the true traitors were someone else. While they continue to praise the Watchmaker's name in the world, behind closed doors, they condemn him on a pillar of shame. Nevertheless, we wanted to clear his name. We intended to find the real traitor, the one responsible for all this, and restore harmony to Penacony. But we failed. Too much time had passed, and the land of the dreams had become deeply corrupted. After countless fruitless pursuits, I gave up. Like a lost dog. The family accepted me and made me an officer, supposedly as a form of forgiveness. But it was actually a punishment. Since then, I've been completely cut off from my partners and my past. As for Mikhail, I heard he died in obscurity, in a place where no one could find him. That's when I realized that the Penacony I once knew would never return.
Watchmaker's dead.
We're truly sorry for what happened. But
That's
this
how he
is
knows
not the
death.
end of the story, right?
Apparently, someone has inherited the title of the Watchmaker and has been secretly working against the family all this time.
The Watchmaker an organization then, at this point?
Well, that's one way to look at it. However, only one member has truly inherited the Watchmaker's title. Unfortunately, after all these years, I have no idea who that person is, or if they're even real. Or just Mikhail's lost soul haunting the dreams.
That means the Watchmaker will still be alive at that point.
Do you understand why I'm spilling all this info? Because I believe the girl's death must be connected to the Watchmaker's legacy. And at the end of all these mysteries, we will find the answers we are seeking.
Why would the Watchmaker's
Really
legacy
is
last
Mikhail's
out
ghost.
and attack
I wanna
Robin
meet him.
and Firefly, specifically?
If only for the last time. For those who despise me could form a line from here all the way to the entrance of the hotel. But those willing to look me in the eye and hear me out? Let's just say, there won't be many. I've told you all I know is a sign of gratitude. Thank you for listening to this old dog. Bark and all.
Interesting.
Something just happened at the theme park. Now if you'll excuse me, good luck to all of you. How ironic. What's so different between the stowaways rejected by Penacony today and the dream seekers once hailed as pioneers several amber eras ago?
Nothing.
Gallagher does have a troubled
I
past.
was
it
not
seems.
expecting him to be that kind of complicated of
While
a character.
Firefly's whereabouts remain a mystery, his stories shed light on our suspicions about the true identity
One of the sons of the
Watchmaker,
Watchmaker.
his connection to the family, and the power struggles hidden behind sweet dreams and death.
The family isn't united. No shit. They have a traitor with it. We knew that from adventuring.
Exactly. Gallagher suggests that the real traitor is someone else. Probably within the Oak family.
Yeah, why not himself? Death is related to the Watchmaker. Okay.
That lines up with what we've gathered so far. Firefly got involved in this mess because of the legacy, and now we're sure that Aventurine's accusations against Acheron are baseless.
Clocky's based on the Watchmaker.
You're really into Clocky, huh? He's just a fictional character, not a real person.
Interesting.
Speaking of which, that Clocky who only reveals himself to you is quite intriguing. It's a shame we've never met him since then.
It's true. We haven't seen him. Wonder why.
Now that we've confirmed a lot of our suspicions,
I hate if we're gonna be like,
let's
we
take a
have
moment
confirmed
to
the
think about
Watchmaker's
the clues
legacy.
we have. Send a message to Welt and see how things are going on his end.
Okay. Mr. Well. Good Christ. This shit is getting more and more complicated. We can still Acheron!
Are your companions worried about you?
I almost thought she had like the
They're
fucking
just
scientist suit.
Let's get in and get out. Seems they've made some progress. Looks like we're about to enter the depths of Dewlight Pavilion.
Dewlight
It's been
Pavilion.
a smooth ride. Almost too smooth for a heavily guarded mansion.
True that.
Let's see if there's anyone waiting to greet us.
Roger that. Alright. Want to see it? Next time. Call it here. This story is getting complicated. I'm liking this. This story is good. And I'm not even anywhere near done. Okay. Man, we've been shooting for how long? It's only been like 3 hours and 44 minutes. Damn. This shit is actually hella interesting. I can't even condense it. So we got UOV swapping, we got Adventuring and Sparkle, and Dr. Ratio. Adventure's on a time limit to die. I don't know how he's gonna break that. Acheron and That's a hell of an idle animation. Got our Acheron and Well, who timeline continuum people, which is kind of cool. And then we have us and the Bloodhounds and the rest of all the organizations. All working to the same goal. Good time to Honkai Impact 3rd. I did not think they would have it. I mean, we all knew they had the references, but I didn't think they would just straight up do it. First Sunday night, but they still didn't say the way Honkai or Herschel. It's so strange that they refused to use the word Herschel. Or call his like his black, called the black hole staff instead of calling it the divine key, which it is. I don't know. But I'm enjoying the story.